sunny, and a high of 0. Currently in downtown Regina, we have a clear sky. It is +1.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Thursday edition of the Sports Cage. We are in downtown Regina. Weather, beautiful outside for a late February day. Thanks for making time. He said it is for Access Communications, the Thursday sponsor, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Colson has the board covered. My co-host, the regular Thursday co-host, I'll introduce you to in moments. Please write down this number. Remember this number if you want to participate in anything today. It's the Prairie Land Rentals text line, 936-6262. Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street, where you get to deal with the owner, whatever that job is that you're doing. Maybe you need a power tool, something bigger than that. You can go to Prairie Land Rentals here in Regina. And they help you ship too if you need that. All of our guests are going to join us on the Western Pizza Guest Hotline. Perfect pizza, generous amount of toppings, and all the Greek favorites you love. Western Pizza. What do we have for you today? We are going to talk a lot about just sports in general, controversy. If you missed the Ben Hebert interview on this show yesterday, you missed a good one. It is the clubhouse leader for interview of the year in 2026 on the Sports Cage, and I think it'll hold up well. It'll finish the year top 5 for sure. We're going to revisit that. We are going to talk Olympics, go back to that. We're going to talk a little bit about the tailgating that's coming down. The WHL playoff race is getting hot, and how about those Regina Pats, the comeback kids? Is anyone going to label them the cardiac kids? Can we not do that? Can we just go comeback kids, stick regular? We're going to hear about, because it was on Tuesday, we talked about biathlon. Anything Olympics, Winter Olympics for the most part, I was into. And then I got into biathlon and just how that heart, there's racing and then they're shooting the gun. And I'm like, man. And somebody texted in and say, because we got into the whole, how does one get into biathlon? Well, there is a biathlon track facility in Esterhazy, Saskatchewan. One of the main guys behind that is going to join us here in the first hour. We'll learn more about biathlon together. Arash Madani is hour 2, clutch performer, NASCAR report. Everybody in the office is in the NASCAR pool except for me. I'll give my reasons why I'm not in that pool. But we are going to have the NASCAR report in hour 2. Hour 3, Glenn Suter and a whole lot more. SJHL report. When that comes on with Benny, we are going to give away a hat today, Colson. And we have tickets to the rock concert in Saskatoon Sunday night. Live, Big Wreck, Econoline Crush. Lightning Crashes. Throwing Copper, great album from Live. I know a lot of you are Big Wreck fans too. At some point, we're going to give away tickets to that. You know what? We'll do that throughout the whole show. Colson will just take them. 936-6262. Say, I want to go watch Live and Big Wreck in Saskatoon Sunday. Then he's going to spin the wheel of winning, and then we'll award 2 tickets. We might even have 4. Today, allegedly, I'm told. All right, co-host is brought to you by on Thursdays, Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team, over 20 years in business. There you see him with his not so much flow, but a good guy nonetheless. Sharky is back in. Like I said, Flooring Superstore, cash and carry prices, tough to beat. Or if you want someone to do the job, they'll give you one of their contractors and get you hooked up. It has been like, what, two and a half weeks since you and I have gathered together.
Well, you've been busy. You travel in the world, right? Like family time.
More family than traveling, I'd say. But there's been a lot that has gone on in the last 2 weeks. Now, we'll put the Benny Hebert and the curling thing into this. The Olympics. Your main takeaways from the Olympics and what happened, was it the hockey? Was it either of the hockey games? Was it more than the hockey games? Like when you look back, when you're old and gray, what are you going to remember from the 2026 Olympics in Italy?
There was lots of things. You talk about where Canada does well, and I heard you guys talking about this the other day. Should we focus on certain sports? Should we just worry about hockey and curling? But then I thought to myself, Norway doesn't have a hockey or a curling team. Norway doesn't have, I don't think they had a figure skater, right? I don't think they had any guys doing the snowcross or the, what do you want to call it? All the stuff that Mark McMorris is in, the big air, that sort of stuff.
Snowboarding?
Yeah. So where did Norway focus? They focus on cross-country skiing. Mm-hmm. They focus on speed skating. Mm-hmm. They focus on those events and ski jumping. Right. They won the most medals, and I think of the number of athletes they had there, they might have had the fewest athletes to the most medals.
So you're of the take, put your eggs in only a few baskets.
Well, I think you try to spread yourself too thin, right?
Yeah.
You try to spread it over too much, and yeah, there's lots of people who want to do it, and they might qualify under the world standards that they've got, but should we maybe just focus on the sports we're good at, right? Should we maybe just put our eggs in those baskets, right? Speed skating we're good at, although mostly out of Quebec, right? We're good at hockey.
Why is that? Right? I wonder. What are they doing there?
I don't know.
Does it have anything to do with the transfer payments? There's your first one of the day, Colson.
First political reference of the day.
Like we had Katrina LeMay-Doan. Yep. She could twirl. She could go fast. Gaetan Boucher. He was obviously from Quebec. I'm thinking back in the 80s.
I would think a lot of it has to.
Weatherspoon. Where was Weatherspoon from? Jeremy Weatherspoon. He's a Western boy.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it has to do with facilities, and not only training in terms of athlete training like workouts and everything else and coaches, but to be able to skate on that sort of oval all the time, where's that best available? Do they have certain facilities in Quebec that we don't have in the rest of Western Canada?
Do they still have the oval here in Regina?
Yeah, but it's just a wintertime one. It's outdoor, right? It's an outdoor facility.
The Clarence Downey Oval in Saskatoon, because I grew up really close to that.
But it's outdoor. Right?
It's awesome. Like it was the hidden gem when you wanted to go kind of just get in shape when you were younger.
Do some laps.
My dad would say, you got to get your wind up. And they'd drop me off in the old diesel. And I'd go out there.
Throw the smoke out
and then just go skate and skate and skate. It was awesome. And it is great. And they put up new lights there now. I just drove by it last week. So I don't know about the facilities, maybe the training, because are our speed skaters, forced to go into a gym with a 1980s pec deck and some universal weights and say, all right, there's a Bowflex. We just got a Bowflex over in the corner.
Catch up on that one. You'll be good after that. I do think there's an element of like we're going to have this biathlon talk, and I think I find it a fascinating race. I can't run and shoot if I'm chasing a deer or something. So I can't imagine skiing.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't tried the skiing part, just the running part.
Can we set up a video? Can we do this while we still have snow? What's legal to hunt right now?
What's that?
What's legal to hunt right now? Coyotes?
Nothing. Coyotes. You can hunt coyotes.
Let's get Sharky a pair of cross-country skis. Let's get him out there. I think that would be...
You say, talking about working on your wind. Oh, boy. Bessie. You'd be passed out about 100 yards in. This is hard.
Regina man dies of heart attack while skiing and trying to shoot a coyote.
I just think that, and I don't want to take anything away from anybody that goes to the Olympics, because if you reach that level, that's fantastic. We're really good at snowcross. We got bummed out in a couple of races, right? Right.
I love watching that sport.
That's one of my favorites, right? We got bummed out in a couple of races. If you look at where our medals were, most of them were in speed skating, but that's also one of the biggest events of the Winter Olympics is speed skating. Like, how many races do they have, right? Not only distance, but they have trials, they have relays, they have that mass start one. That was hilarious. That was awesome.
Short track, long track.
Yeah, 16 people start at the same time for 16 laps.
That's what I said on Tuesday. It's like, awesome. Who cares if you are ranked first in the world in that mess, in that mosh pit of people? It's just, it's trying to figure out how to come out of it.
And Another point I'd like to make, and I've been thinking about this a lot, so watching the hockey games, first off, 2 fantastic games. Like, unbelievable hockey. There was nothing to be disappointed about. Were you not entertained? I don't mean to be Russell Crowe standing in the Coliseum, but were you not entertained, right? Of course you were. You were incredibly entertained. The fastest hockey game you might see in the last 10 years and the next 10 was Sunday morning from Italy. Gold or silver, like literally it came down to 3-on-3. No other sport changes their rules as dramatically for overtime as hockey does. Basketball doesn't go 3-on-3. They don't play half court. Volleyball doesn't take players off. Baseball, the biggest thing baseball does, put a guy on second. It's the biggest change. Baseball doesn't go, hey, catcher, you're another pitcher. Pitcher, you're playing center field, right? Center fielder, you're the catcher.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like it for the gold medal game.
It should never. No other sport does it. Why does hockey think we have to change the rules and change the game to get an overtime winner? If you don't like the time schedule, that's different. Schedule it for Saturday night.
There's ways around that for sure.
Get a new clock. I don't care, but don't change your rules just because you want to have a winner, right? Yeah.
Did you watch the curling?
Some of it. I didn't catch all of it, but some of it I did. I caught, obviously, the controversy at the beginning. And
here we go.
Kennedy.
936-6262. Anyone that actually curls out there, I have curled in my life.
So have I. Yep.
I watched it, and then Benny Hebert talked about it yesterday, and we had him on the show. Fantastic interview. I guess it is stirring the pot in Sweden. I love that they're playing the Sportscage
in
Sweden. I love Sweden. Now, Stockholm's the nicest city I've ever been to in my life.
Can we put that in the budget for a show?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's beautiful, like I mentioned this before, beautiful people everywhere. They love their zins or lip pillows. That is for sure. But oh man, it was like going back in time. The mall was safe. Everything was clean. It was crazy. Anyway, so they're listening to it over there. Now you have the rock in your hand, and then you're throwing it, and then they made it look like he almost taps it with his finger a little bit, brushes it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make it more difficult now to judge the speed and everything?
I can't see the advantage of it.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right? I can't see the advantage of...
It's almost like you do not want to do that.
That's right. And I strongly doubt that anybody was actually doing that. It was just the angle, because we only see that one angle of the picture.
No, Benny kind of says how it's a thing, and it's just never been brought up because the rules, how it goes.
But I can see as you're releasing the rock, right? Your fingers there.
Yeah.
But you're not actually changing the speed or the curl or anything else.
I would think it'd be a detriment.
I would too.
Like you come out of the hack, you okay, out turn, in turn, however it goes, the speed, all that. And then now you're throwing in a tap of a finger? Well, that could screw everything all up.
Exactly. I love that Kennedy spoke up and told Sweden what he thought of them. And I actually thought it was going to get a little dustier than that.
If you missed any of it yesterday on the show, I think we have one, Colson, one snippet, and you can go back and listen to the full interview with Ben Hebert anywhere you listen to podcasts, YouTube, wherever. It's getting massive traction. Here's a snippet of what Benny had to say on our show yesterday. I met him at the Sheraton. Mark Kennedy is 6'2". He's taller than what he looks on TV. Mark Kennedy, Oscar Eriksson, let's say, Rochdale outside of Riffle. Who are you taking?
Okay, well, Mark Kennedy's not 6'2". Mark Kennedy's 5'10". However, you take Mark Kennedy every day of the week with that old man strength. Wouldn't even be close. He'd crumble like this little chick that he is, that Oscar, little snake in the grass. Stuff that he tried to pull at that Olympics was not very Olympia of him. And we've played him for a long time, and he is a great curler, and they're a championship team. Even though they finished dead last at those games, a little karma bit him, but lost a lot of respect for him. The stuff that he tried to pull when he's won the Olympics, they've won Grand Slams, they've won World Championships, and when they were at the high of their peak, you never saw that stuff from him. But these last 2-3 years, they've been on a brutal stretch, pretty irrelevant in the curling world. Haven't really won anything. They're out of the Grand Slams. dead last in the Olympics puts a big stamp on that. A lot of stuff there that kind of came out at a bad time maybe for us, take a little bit of heat for standing up for ourselves, but 95% of Canadians loved it. We got the hockey mentality on our team, on our curling team. We're not going to be bullied and pushed over by a bunch of sour grape Swedish guys out there that are getting their handed to them. So we didn't have any of that. Finish on the top of the podium with the gold, and they finished dead last. So I think that says a lot.
First off, in 2026, I don't know why we have to beep that stuff out anymore. Like, are we really that soft? Secondly, it's been days, over a week now, and he's still hot about it.
Yeah.
So I respect his honesty. I think our comments on everywhere that is posted now, and legit, because Benny texted me this morning, like they're some of them are up in arms in Sweden. Other people are loving it. So it's gone over the curling world. It's taken, and it's like, you know what? If you don't like what he says, I get it. You can have your opinion for sure.
You can.
If you don't like what he comes on the show and says, and he's still hot about it, and how it was kind of a D-bag move in the Olympics to do, then you and I can't be friends. We would never be friends. Because I'm of the fire away, man.
And it's curling, different than hockey or football or any other sport, is kind of self-policed in some respect, right? If you bump a rock, you got to say...
Like golf.
It's self-policed, right? So if you're going to go and accuse the other guy of cheating, you better have the straw broom in your head, right? You better be able to show that he's cheating. And I think they were just making stuff up. They were in a slump and they were trying to figure their way out. Thought they could make a comment and see what happened.
I love how he just goes after them, how they finished dead last.
Yeah.
How they suck. And it's still, right? They won the gold. It's a few days later. And I know a lot of people would be like, let it go. You don't need to be the bigger person. No, suck it, man. Like,
I still hate Warroad, Minnesota to this day.
You did that at the Olympics. Yeah. That's a whole other topic for another time.
Oh, man.
Warroad, Minnesota.
Yeah.
But no, I love that he was so candid. He shot from the hip. And then imagine what that locker room or those dorms were like that night.
Oh, yeah.
After it happened.
Yeah.
Like no word of a lie. Let's see it happen. Yep. Rochdale, Barley Mill style.
Well, I'm sure cooler heads prevailed by the end of the game, knowing that they're not going to face them again because they were basically out at that point once Sweden lost. So cooler heads prevailed, but I would think that there wasn't any let's meet for a couple of cold ones and a game of crib on Tuesday
cinnamon bun and something. And they're going to meet again. Like Benny, in that interview, he does talk about his curling future. Again, that's a tease. You can go listen to the full thing anywhere, yesterday's show. But they will meet again. And when he texted me this morning, he's like, clip's gone viral, or interview's gone viral over in Sweden. What did he call him? I forget what he said. And I'm laughing like, yeah, good. Put it on repeat in IKEA. All IKEA stores. Put that bad boy.
Have to play this over and over
on repeat. 936-6262.
Meatballs and listen to the Sportscage.
Some of you are commenting on that. If you got any comments on it, fire away one way or the other. If they're radio worthy, I will read them. Still more to come. SJHL report. And when we come back, I gotta pose, because we like to talk more than just sports here on the show. That's what people seem to love about it. I got some music talk.
Okay.
I got some music questions for you.
You've been hot when it comes to music.
When we come back. It's a Sports Cage. We are streaming. If you want to watch along through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com. If not, we're on all the audio streams. And, of course, 620 CKRM.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream and keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
620 CKRM on location.
Hi there, it's Gloria Evans, Souls Harbor Rescue Mission, and it's the cleanup is on, and we're getting ready for that next wave of people here at Souls Harbor Rescue Mission to enjoy the chili that has been made today by our chili cook-off teams. And congratulations going out to the winner for the second year in a row, Westridge. Third place went to Mosaic, and second place to Statham Homes. So congratulations to those teams, but we want to thank LS Security, Affinity Credit Union for participating as well, and to our judges as well. Gord Pritchard and some of the Regina Pats coaching are going to be here today serving up this meal of chili. So if you'd like to make a donation, it would be great for you to do so. We're rapidly approaching that 10,000 meals for today. Midnight is the deadline. SHRMSK.com to donate.
The auction calendar is stacked at Ritchie Brothers, and an exciting Regina Unreserved auction is happening March 24th. Visit the Ritchie Brothers website or Regina location to view a wide variety of used equipment from top brand manufacturers. You won't want to miss this great opportunity. Head to rbauction.com/Regina to sign up and be ready for the auction. Again, that's rbauction.com/Regina.
10, that's 12.5.
If you've got a Steelcraft garage door, you've got a door with parts manufactured and assembled right here in Canada. A door with better insulation and seal, plus a warranty you're probably never going to use. Combined with a LiftMaster opener, it's the right choice. And if you don't have a Steelcraft garage door, you should get one. And a LiftMaster opener. 100% made by Canadians for Canadians. Steady, tariff-free pricing and great quality, no matter what.
Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door. We offer more.
Sportscage is live streaming from our Century Studios in downtown Regina. Watch now at sportscage.com and our YouTube channel. Be part of the show by texting 306-936-6262. 620 CKRM.
No, I got it. I'm typing. Figure it out. Welcome back to the Sports Cage for Access Communications on this Thursday. More sports to come. Benny Walchuk standing by, SJHL report. So yesterday it came out, Sharky.
Yes.
The 2026 nominations for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard this.
I have not heard this yet.
So obviously this means these people or artists or groups are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes. I'll read them to you.
Okay.
The Black Crowes.
Okay.
Mariah Carey.
Should be there.
Melissa Etheridge.
Should be there.
Billy Idol.
Wow.
Iron Maiden.
Wow.
New Edition. Pink.
New Edition.
They were good.
Okay.
Was that Bobby Brown and who else is that? Lionel Richie in that?
Really?
Oh. Look, who's in New Edition? Colson. Anyways, Pink.
Okay.
Shakira. Used to have a big crush on her in the early 2000s.
Who didn't?
Oh, I'm just saying. Wu-Tang Clan.
Aren't they a one-hit wonder?
No.
Okay.
I was never a big Wu-Tang fan, but I know tons of people were. Jeff Buckley.
Who's Jeff Buckley?
That's the one guy I don't really know on this list. This one's surprising. His band is in, but he's not in as a solo artist. Susu Studio. Phil Collins. Yeah,
that
weird.
surprises me too.
Lauryn Hill. In Excess.
Okay.
Joy Division and New Order. A couple of bands. Oasis. Sade.
Not familiar.
She had like one song, man. Like Strong Rookie Campaign, I think, and then Luther Vandross, which is surprising. Not that I'm a big.
He's not in?
No. So
the NFL Hall of Fame could use some help from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Like Mariah Carey is a slam dunk.
Phil Collins should be in.
Mariah Carey's in on her Christmas song alone.
Exactly. She could be a one-hit wonder with that and get in.
Who was the one that you said? Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Oh, no jacket required, baby.
Exactly. And again, one song, right?
936-6262. Are we off our rocker? Who should be in? And then you start looking up all-time snubs. Who's not in? You can go there as well. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
New addition members are Ricky Bell, Michael Bivens,
Bell Biv DeVoe,
Ronnie DeVoe, Bobby Brown, Johnny Gill, and Ralph Tresvant.
Don't know any of them.
Lionel Richie was in the Commodores.
Past members
there you go.
include Corey Rackley and Travis Pettis.
So the Bell Biv DeVoe, Bobby Brown thing, they went off solo, and Bell Biv DeVoe is another group. That Girl's Poison. You know that song.
Yep.
So
So Jeff Buckley, I just looked him up, was in a band called Gods and Monsters.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know who he was.
I don't even know who Gods and Monsters are.
If you would have started the show today with Barney, who is Jeff Buckley? I would have went with cough medicine.
No, I would have said he's a pitcher for Oakland, for Sacramento. Yeah.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Reliever, middle relief.
Here's another point. He's passed away. He died in 1997.
Oh.
So.
And Phil Collins
at the age of 30, so it was an early.
Yeah.
Phil Collins isn't doing too well.
No.
A little bit surprised on the Billy Idol.
So was I.
Melissa Etheridge, not a big fan, but yeah. And this must be one of her first nominations or go-arounds, Pink. Because she is good. If you ever get a chance to see a Pink concert live.
Yeah, it's an amazing show.
It's a Cirque du Soleil / concert.
Yeah. Now, are these just nominations? They're not?
Nominations. Colson, you look up on how many get in. Is it just one? Can't be just one.
It's big.
Let's see what Benny thinks. Let's go to the SJ report.
All right.
Time now for the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League reports with Benny Walchuk on the Sportscage. The SJHL report is brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, GP Financial Services, and Aviso Wealth. If you need a second opinion on your retirement plan, Chad and his local team are available for a no-obligation meeting.
If Chad Reach had to pick one, I wonder who he would go with.
But it's
probably Phil Collins.
It's rock and roll. It's not country music, is it?
Yeah, there's no country artists.
Because Dolly got put in, and she actually wouldn't go.
Jolie. Benny, out of that group, you're shaking your head over there.
What do you got, Benny?
I don't know many of those people.
Benny,
I know
who
Phil
Mariah
Collins.
Carey is. You know who Billy Idol is. You know who Phil Collins is. You know who Oasis is. Shakira, come on. We're of the same vintage.
Yeah, let's go with Mariah Carey. Make it easy.
Yeah. Should probably get in.
Oh, I would think so. Billy Idol's got to get in.
Nice day. Yeah. We'll keep talking about that. Benny, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, so to speak, in the SJHL. What do we got? Last week, some teams clinching playoff spots, key developments in the league. The one that I saw, Melfort Mustangs, extending a 9-game winning streak. Is this what we talked about all year? Are we seeing now the Melfort Mustangs waking up, so to speak?
Yeah, that is for sure. It's like waking the bear when you're don't want to wake the bear. And I know those teams at the top of the standings right now are saying, I do not want to play the Melfort Mustangs in the playoffs coming up. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Kaysen Kabelka's won 10 straight starts for the Melfort Mustangs, which is incredible. I know we talked about Rookie of the Year, and Cash Olsen's had a great year as a Rookie of the Year, but Cash Lanigan, of course, has had a good year with Yorkton. But Kaysen Kabelka, if he can continue his pace right now, I think he is a good candidate to be Rookie of the Year right now. And then getting good play like Bo Eisner is a 2-time SJHL champion, 3-year product of the Swan River. Drew Mushimansky's finding his stride, and they're just doing it by committee. So they're a very, very scary team right now. If we take
Flin Flon out of the equation, because we've talked about the Flon kind of running things for the year. They got 76 points, league leaders. Let's even maybe I'll take Yorkton out of it and the Battlefords. Those are the 3 division leaders. If you take those 3 teams out and you got the Weyburns, the Melvilles, Kindo, Nipawin, Melfort, all these teams, which of those remaining teams is deep enough to scare teams?
You know what? I gotta say, Nipawin right now. Nipawin's got good goaltending. I mean, they've just gotten better and better too, and they're older. Like they're an older team. Like Melville's deep, but they are maybe not as offensive as Nipawin is. But with Doug Johnson's system, Doug in a 7-game series, if Doug game plans against a team, boy, they have a great chance to have success. Doesn't matter where they are in the standings. But I'm going to go with Nipawin right now. Nipawin's got good goaltending. They're getting very good scoring up front. Mason Karkachuk, Eric Hoynes have been very good for them, and their defense is starting to come around as well. So in that group, I would probably say the Nipawin Hawks. I know Weyburn does have experience. Our goaltending is a little bit inconsistent right now, and they're a little bit banged up. So I'm going to go with the Nipawin Hawks in that crew.
Benny, question for you on the playoff format. The 3 division leaders get the 1, 2, 3 spots, right? And everybody fills in after that? No? How do we do it?
It just 1 through 8. Doesn't matter. You could be 6th or 7th and be a division champion. That's what it is, yeah. Okay. So it just goes 1 through 8.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, the 8 spots held by Estevan, with Estevan and Melville are tied with 52, and Kindersley's 3 points back at 49. Kindersley got a chance. Can they make up the ground, or are they in trouble?
You know what? I think they are in trouble. I know it's a team that's had great success at the start of the year, played a lot of home games and getting to a little bit of a road stretch and just getting a little bit inconsistency. Brett O'Halloran, we talked about him as the SJHL goalie of the year, maybe the start of the year, but he's been kind of down right now. And when you lose 8-1 at home against the Weyburn Red Wings and a team you're trying to catch or a big game on home ice, that's pretty disappointing. And they did lose one of their defensemen, Bryson Carlisle, to the BCHL, to Coquitlam last week. So that was a big loss for their blue line. So I think it's one of those things. Kindersley, I wouldn't throw them out right now, but I think it's a team that's kind of maybe on the outside looking in. I don't think they're going to get back in. Just the way with some of these teams and the schedules that some of these other teams have here in the next couple of weeks, I think they might be on the way there.
Let's go through that, though. I don't want to glance over that. So they lost a player to the BCJ because they have, or BCHL, because they got that weird rule where their rosters don't have to be set until
they're not late. Hockey Canada.
Yeah. So this year, Benny, are we seeing less, the same? Maybe when is that deadline of players that went that kind of took the jump over to BC? What are you seeing there?
I think we're seeing a lot of guys at the start of the year went, but I think I'm seeing a lot more guys coming back. Like just going over the Manitoba Junior Hockey, Connor Peranuzzi had 94 points with Steinbach, and he was the MJHL MVP. He was the CJHL MVP finalist. He went to Brooks, and he's back now halfway through the year. So didn't really work out for him being the MVP of a league. So I guess depending on the team you go to, the role you want to play, and if you want to play maybe 20 or 30 games out of 45. So be it. But if you want to play 45 games, 46, 50 games with a team and play top 6 minutes and be loyal to your team, you're definitely going to stay in the SJHL. So I don't think we're seeing as much movement, but it's still like when you're a team like Kindersley trying to battle for a playoff spot, you lose your top defenseman, a couple weeks left in the regular season. It's pretty tough. So it's hard to go, and it just shows maybe some loyalty to some of these players. That's the biggest thing I've seen the last few years, loyalty of players. We got some teams, and I won't mention any names of teams I cover or teams I know about that say, why would I go there when I want to play with a team here and have success, and I'm having success? So it's a two-way street for both ways, and it seems like sometimes with the player.
I want to ask you this too, while we're on this subject, and I guess having an athlete that's somewhat in the realm and knowing and hear from other parents and all that. Are we seeing more kids that have that last year of midget U18 going to the SJ, getting that shot, going and succeeding like a Cash Lanigan? Are we seeing more of that? The same? Has that kind of stayed the same? What do you see in there as a guy that follows it?
I think it depends on the team. Like, if you're a Regina Pats Canadian player right now and you have a chance to play SJHL and you have a chance to play in the Western Regionals, TELUS Cup and everything, you might stay. Team like a Moose Jaw, maybe you'll stay. I think it maybe depends on the team as well for that. But like, there's no, like Nathan Gardner was one of the SJ or leading scorers in AAA. He could have definitely played maybe with the Malvern Millionaires. He probably would have took him, or some guys like that, or Trey Peterson or something like that would have played with the Yorkton Terriers. So there's guys like that way that could have played, but it's one of those things. They do want to have success and have a chance to win a U18 title, or do you want to get maybe don't play as much, but get a lot more junior experience, play against men your own age or a little bit older than you. They get a little bit more tougher against you. So I think it depends on the player, and I think it depends on the situation as well.
And save the parents some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Why don't you just play at home? Yeah.
You're going to play junior.
Yeah.
You're done playing the midget thing.
So that BC League, and again, I don't want to harp on this, but because it operates separately, they don't set their rosters. They can just raid anybody anytime they want.
Pretty much. Like there is a set deadline. Like their trade deadline was the middle of February. So like Ewan Rennie, who's one of the leading scorers in the SJHL, his rights got traded to a team in the BCHL, and he didn't go. Like I think he went to Langley or something like that. He didn't go. There's some other guys that did go, but they had the rights traded. So they always, like last year when they first started, they just kind of moved their deadlines. Oh, it's February 1st. No, it's February 20th. So they just kind of moved it, and that's what frustrates junior teams, especially when guys don't have any cards left. You have a 22 guys on your SJHL roster, senior JHL roster, and you're 23, and you lose a guy. Well, you lose a guy. You could have injuries. You have 4 guys injured, and now I'm dressing with 10 forwards and 5 defensemen because my APs aren't available or anything like that. So I think it's just more frustrating that way, and just comes, like you said, no rules. They do have a little bit of deadlines, but it's definitely deadlines that definitely move. Seems like each and every day, each and every week they're moving.
Go ahead.
With the change in the NCAA rules where they're taking Canadian Hockey League players now, has that affected this BCHL league in terms of the number of bodies that are going there, or maybe the width and breadth that they can attract to?
I think it is for sure. Like last year, we seen. I'm not going to play. Like guys play in the BCHL because they wanted to go to UND or Boston College or anything like that. But now they can go play in the Western Hockey League. So they're losing people that way. I don't think they're getting as many NCAA scholarships as you want, and they're frustrated as well because they're playing BCHL and 10 games in, they're losing their players to the Western Hockey League, and then you have this Tier 2 junior teams, the CJHL, are saying, "Hey, see how it feels, right?" So it's one of those situations. I think the BCHL has took a little bit of hit for sure. There's still some great players in that league. I know there's some players from Saskatchewan, like Luke Darlene from Saskatoon's having a heck of a year. They're in the top 10 in scoring in that league with Blackfald. So he's having a great year. I know Nikita Avashenko, who played with the Battlefords a couple of years ago, the big Ukrainian, he's having a good thing. So the guys do have success in that league, but I think the league definitely has taken a hit. So Western Hockey League has took some of those players, and some of these guys are going to NCAA a little sooner. So yeah, they are taking a hit, but it's still frustrating. It's still, like you're talking to a lot of coaches or scouts, it's still very, very raw to see what's happening with this Western Canadian development model, or just the landscape of junior hockey. You just don't know where it's going to go with this NIL money, and how much money these players are getting down south.
Okay, let's go with the power rankings from the Sportscage.com up on the screen here if you're watching. Flin Flon, Yorkton, Battlefords, Nipawin, Weyburn dropping, and Melfort now at 6. Okay, but let's go game of the week. The one it's intriguing me tomorrow night in Yorkton. Nipawin is in start. Melfort Mustangs. Are those two that you've circled too, Benny, or what do you got?
Yeah, both of those matchups. I'm going to go Nippo and Yorkton. It's nice and short. I'm doing the game in Melville, Orange and Melville, but if I wasn't, I'd definitely go down to Fridays. Nippo's played Yorkton very, very tough all year. They've been close battles each and every time, so I'm going to go Nippo and Yorkton as well, so I agree with you on that one.
No, I agree. The Nipawin battle with Melfort is going to be the big game to me, and like you said, nobody wants to play Melfort. Nipawin could be in a position.
Flin Flon might come into Melfort and say, whoa. Whoa, where are the big dogs here? Yeah, no, it's a great weekend, SJ. You look at all the senior games, Benny.
Oh.
How good what time would a guy need to get to the Foam Lake Arena to watch that Game 3 Foam Lake Kenniston Saturday night?
Yeah, pretty early, probably. Yeah, head out to the bar owner's not going to be there because he's the head coach of the hockey team. So maybe you can go to Willie's Tavern, get a deal. Maybe it's the owner away deal or something like that. But yeah, what a matchups here with all from A to D. Of course, you got Round Lake Redvers, you got Foam Lake Kenniston coming up, you got Lumsden and Kindersley playing as well. Loreburn and Raymore. I know Loreburn's very good. They got a lot of guys that played on that RBC Cup team in 2014 for the Terriers. And you go to B, you got Kenora Wilkie, you got Belcaris, you got Belcaris taking on Oxbow. Then you go down to D Ituna, who advanced on to the round 2, and hopefully their ice holds up there in Ituna when they play the Hague there on the game number 2 of that series. So it's definitely going to be a good weekend for local hockey. So watch some senior, maybe check some live streams out online to watch some great senior hockey, but also get out to watch some SJHL hockey because it's getting down to the stretch run here with the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be very entertaining.
And if I remember anything about these late weekends of senior hockey and just getting right after it with the guys and fellas, and then it's always like 2 a.m, you're at someone's house. Probably, I think I remember losing out of playoffs one year. 2 a.m, Abbey, Saskatchewan, just pedal down, and Tell a Miracle was on. And we called in and we donated. So everybody should call in and donate a little and tell them you're a coach your team.
Or donate for your coach and challenge all other senior hockey coaches across the province.
Awesome, Benny. Okay. Thanks, my man. Travel safe
Thanks, guys.
this weekend.
Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Right on. It is a Senior Hockey Report brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor with a Visa Wealth and GP Financial Services. Right now, individual and family-oriented retirement planning. That's what you should be thinking about right now. What is the retirement looking like for you? It starts to get scary when you're in your late 40s and you're like...
late 40s? I wish I was in my late 40s.
Do I got a plan here? What about my work thing? What is this all about? All this mumbo-jumbo. Chad and his team can make sense of it. Chad Reach, you visit gpfinancial.ca. Right now, too, we're giving away a Sportscage SJHL hat. Limited edition. I think we're under 10 left for the year. So when we go to break, if you live in an area where you can come and pick it up here at the station, because we can't ship these. Not allowed to ship them. Tariffs, something. Yeah. If you want a new Sportscage SJHL hat, 936-6262, call that number. Let Colson know why. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days and you can pick it up, we'd love to give you one of these hats. We'll go to break. When we come back, we're talking local biathlon.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
I have so many questions.
I have so many questions.
It's a Sportscage, the home of local sports, and 620 CKRM.
Did you know over 1.3 million homeowners call on Reliance for their water heater needs? With over 150,000 five-star online reviews and over 60 years experience, you could say Reliance Heath are water heater experts. Switch to Reliance Heath today. They'll give you $200 for all your hot water needs.
Call on Reliance.
Visit waterheaterrentals.com for details. Terms and conditions apply.
620 CKRM on location.
Hi there, it's Gloria Evans, and I guess, you know what, just in case we kind of run out of time, let's, and I think this keeps changing on me, the total amount of meals that we've raised so far, and you've got until midnight tonight to help out Souls Harbor Rescue Mission, is how many?
So we've raised 592 meals. It keeps going up. Keep it going, Regina.
All right, and it's easy to do. You just go to the website, shrmsk.com. If you're a Regina Pats season ticket holder, if you're a Saskatchewan Roughriders season ticket holder, both of those organizations have been involved with Souls Harbor Rescue Mission, doing work here, serving meals. We've got the community meal of the chili coming up today from 4 until 6. Come and see it today if you want that chili. 16
stuff. Like, sport needs sizzle. Sport needs controversy. And when you're curling, like, the air quote gentleman's sport doesn't move the needle anymore the way it did. This is great. Like, the fact that Sportscage has gone global over curling is like the wow.
What
this is fantastic.
What if somebody had actually thrown a punch?
No, then now we're talking Sharky.
Yeah.
Now, you know.
What a way to go out. Jeff, Wayne Madaw, who was the coach? Who was their coach? Would he have to go in, and who was the alternate?
They would have a fifth.
Was it Wayne Madaw?
No.
I want to hear from Randy Furby about all this, you know?
Oh.
There's somebody who would throw down. Like, he's got to have a take or two.
I'd put money on Benny all day.
Furby could chuck him?
Oh,
I don't know.
Hebert's a Regina kid.
Heebs can definitely throw.
He can get in the mix.
I bet I wouldn't want to screw around with Brad Jacobs. I've been around Brad. He's he's solid dude.
He's thick. Yeah.
Taller. Good reach.
That Gallant kid, he threw a punch from a mile and a half away.
You know who's most upset about this are curling officials, curling referees. Basically party all night and sleep for games, because what are they really officiating? Everything good for them. Now they're going to have to pay attention.
Not only that, they might have to get off their chair and get involved.
Well, the humanity.
Speaking, I didn't watch any last night. I'm probably going to watch today. We got to get to Sprinkle of the Day a little bit later. Now, how is it going back to watching NHL hockey after what we watched Sunday morning?
Well, it's fall off the cliff kind of stuff, it feels like, doesn't it?
It's
like I speaking of sprinkle of the day, I had a parlay of like 4 different guys with under 3.5 shots on goal yesterday. Are we there?
Yep. We're here.
Yeah, so 4 guys under 3.5. I watched a little bit last night. It honestly felt like it was in slow motion in comparison to Sunday. Like
people are going to be so mad at us.
Oh, yeah. Like from 10 out of 10 to 6 out of 10 when it came to speed, when it came to intensity, when it came to ability. How sharp it was, how crisp it was.
It was the most entertaining hockey game we've seen in a long time, though, without a doubt.
Four Nations would have been second.
Yeah.
Like last year's Stanley Cup final wasn't that great.
No. As an entertainment.
No. And this is the pull. You're absolutely right, but to me, it's the drop off after. Like that is what's wild. Like best on best. I don't know if there's a bigger drop off anywhere in any other sport. Like if you think about basketball, it's best on best. USA versus, I think it was USA-France for a gold at Paris 2024. It was competitive, but it was just as competitive as an NBA Finals game. The level of play, the stars were bigger. 100-meter dash in the Diamond League, 100-meter dash in the Olympics, they're still running the same kinds of speeds. Mark Kennedy and Oscar may not swear at each other during the Grand Slam of curling, but it's still the same stuff. There is no bigger drop-off, I don't think, in any sport than Olympic hockey to professional hockey.
Yeah, I remember after you worked it, the 91 World Juniors in Saskatoon. Yeah. I remember my late father saying to me after that Russia-Canada
3-2
final round-robin game.
Final round-robin.
I remember my dad saying to one of his buddies, probably over a whiskey in St. Don Williams, I can't believe I have to go back to watching the Blades. And the Blades were good.
It was different.
It was such a drop-off. Yeah. So there probably isn't, to your point, Arash, the gap would be huge. Okay, here's a question while we're on the subject of NHL. What do you think the Maple Leafs are going to do? Are they going to buyers, sellers? Trade deadline is a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, I am very intrigued because they just sent out a renewal notice to season ticket holders yesterday and reaffirmed that their mission, stance, approach, whatever, is, to win a Stanley Cup. Which to me suggests they're not in, if that's the case. And I'm being dead honest here, fellas. I think the most prudent thing the Maple Leafs should do, with the idea of this is not working, this has not worked, it's not just that the season hasn't been going their way, nothing's been going their way, whatever. I can't remember a time where Austin Matthews' stock is higher than it is today. It's not working. You're not going to win with him. It's 10 years. Trade Austin Matthews. You will never get more for him than you will now. And start over.
I'm listening.
I agree with you 100%. But I also think post-Olympics, the U.S. team, with the amount of apologizing and comments that are coming out, are we going to see more than just Austin Matthews get moved? I
don't think it has anything to do with B. Sharkey. I just think that that's a conversation piece for 24 to 48 hours, and then it's back to standard procedure. Because and part of it is the media business to blame. Is what else is there to talk about?
Yeah,
what'd you do for your 12 days off? Did you go to the Bahamas? You come back, there's a storyline. And the reason I think Matthews' stock has never been high, Matthews' stock is probably the highest because of how well he played at the Olympics. People thought, wait a minute, he's away from that grease fire that is the Maple Leafs. This is what he's capable of. This is what he can do. This is what he can add to us, for us in a playoff situation. Huh. Look, I don't know if they're going to deal him. I don't know any of these things. But make no mistake about it, the smartest thing for the Maple Leafs as a hockey operation is to move him, because you'll never get more for him than you will now.
You could say the same thing about Jordan Binnington.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The only difference there is goaltenders are like quarterbacks. If you have one, if you find one, if you get one, if there's one in your building, keep them, because, they're hard to find, unless the window is that you're fully restarting and it's going to be another 5 or 6 years before. But I don't even think hockey rebuilds are that long anymore. It doesn't feel like the San Jose Sharks celebrate, after a couple of years of hitting rock bottom. Like, I'd buy stock in the San Jose Sharks now to win a round in the playoffs next year, not this year, but next year.
They might this year. They might this year.
Yeah.
That's what they play.
Okay, we got to move on. Like, let's get down to brass tacks here. I'm a baseball guy. You're a baseball guy. Spring training is
Mr. Baseball. Yeah.
Spring training is back. Grapefruit exhibition season. We were staying right across the parking lot from the Salt River Fields in Phoenix. And, man, people are cuckoo for their baseball. I love it. But talk about a drop-off. Game 7 to the World Series to here we are in February.
I was trying to think of a comp. It might be 18th hole of Augusta to the next day playing mini golf. Like, that might be
playing the Goulet.
That might be it. Right.
Yeah.
The amazing part is it's 7 weeks of spring training and then 162 and then a month of the postseason every single day to get to Game 7, and now you start all over again. You don't pick up where you left off.
No, right at 0.
Everybody starts at 0.
Yeah.
How does the Bo leaving town thing, like, what's the word in Toronto? What are people, is there a public burning of jerseys?
No, I think it was inevitable. Like, everybody said all the right things, even though nobody meant it, from the end of the season through the off season. Bo didn't want to come back. The team didn't want to have him back. It was like that awkward moment at the dance where everyone's kind of looking around, just waiting for some. It's basically if Kennedy and Oscar were going to, cross paths in the hallway, what's going to happen? And the answer was nothing. The answer was that it was never going to happen. And the Blue Jays then went out and spent money on starting pitching, which everybody's happy with. And because of the emergence of some of those kids, I don't know if it's sustainable, I'll be honest with you guys. But Clement and Barger and Lucas, on and on and on, they're going to give them a run. They're going to see what they have there. And then really kind of take stock of whether or not that's sustainable or not. The Blue Jays believe it is. We shall see.
Do you think that they knew more about the injury that he had, and that played into it? No?
No. They drafted Bo. He'd been around the organization for 10 years. I was around Bichette 2019, 21, 22. What was it, 3 or 4 years? Bo is a hard personality. Bo has high expectations of people around him. Bo I don't think he was ever aligned with the front office, and the front office was never really aligned with him. That just was always it just never felt like a fit. And, there was an element of him being sour at times. There was an element of the front office questioning things with him at times. There was always a disconnect there. So, that's what I mean. Like, at no time did I think that Bichette was returning, because I don't think he wanted to come back, and I don't think the team wanted him back.
let's move. I want to ask you about a couple CFL things here before we let you go. I like this, and I didn't really know much about it until I started reading up it in the last couple days on how the Edmonton Elks and Winnipeg Blue Bombers have been awarded extra picks in the 2026 CFL draft because of snaps played by Canadians in the previous year. I like that, personally.
I do too. I honestly don't know enough about how that is calculated, but look, it's a smart play, and people always talk about draft the player, then develop the player. Well, you can do all the work on the practice field that you want. You can spend all the extra time on the practice field you want. If you're a receiver at the jugs machine, if you're an O-lineman, working with everybody after practice on hand placement and technique. But the only way you get better is in games. Mm-hmm. The only way that you're going to take a step forward in that development process is when the lights are on, getting a chance to do it. And so, that's why it's so important. And the fact to get rewarded for it, I'm here for it.
Do these picks, do they have like their own 8th round then, or how does this work? Like, where are they throwing these extra picks in?
Yeah, Sharky, I just don't know enough about it. Compensatory picks and all those kinds of things.
19th and 20th selections in the CFL draft.
So
I'm
between
not
rounds
Mr.
2 and 3.
I'm also Mr. CFL.
Yeah,
and look,
the internet stat, we broke that, remember?
After the first round, and maybe I'll even give you the second, the CFL draft is a roulette.
It really is.
Because it's not just the drafting of the player. It's after a year or two getting the crap beat out of you. It's like, okay, well, do I want to keep doing this, or I could be a firefighter and make twice as much and have a pension, and I can go work in an investors group and make a lot more money and not get my head, crushed, or it won't hurt every morning when I get up. I don't need to be in a car wreck every play. So part of the whole draft process and the meetings, how much does football mean to you, et cetera, et cetera. But, people are making life decisions. So that's why you take what you can. You pick the player you think is going to be around for a little while. But on top of who knows whether or not they can play at the next level, how it projects, there's also the life dynamic too.
Interesting. Okay.
2026 season, it's February, we're getting into March. Give me one prediction that we may not be thinking about, but you feel is possible for the 2026 CFL season. Let's get the chat line buzzing here with people yelling at Arash.
All right. Before Drew Brown will return to Winnipeg, and he will be a Blue Bomber before Labor Day. He will no longer be the start. He will not be the starting quarterback in Ottawa by Canada Day. Jake Kamara will be the starting quarterback. Drew will have lost the job. Jake will have won the job. Drew will be falling out of favor. Winnipeg's going to need either some insurance for Zach, hopefully. It's not Plan B where Collaros is hurt. Hopefully it's not that at all. But the Drew Brown will not be in Ottawa by the midway point of the season. He'll be in Winnipeg.
I would suggest that he might be there before July 1st.
I would suggest that, do they notify you when you have a gas leak at your place, or how do they do that out east?
No, you have to smell it. The problem is the aroma in Ottawa has been so toxic and so rancid for so long, nobody even knows what the standard smell is supposed to be.
I got one that I would put out there this early in the year. Stampeders will be dead last in the West.
Oh, Jeffrey, that wasn't me.
Okay,
Colson,
buddy.
don't write that down. Don't write that down, Colson.
We have
nothing like February CFL takes on the Sportscage, huh?
We're big in Sweden, so
we have. You know what? We got to save it for the. Can we do Clutch Performer with Arash? Is that possible? Arash, stay on the line. We're doing Clutch Performer with you. Just stay here. We're gonna play the intro.
Clutch Performer, brought to you by Kellen Solar. 35 years of experience. Moving water from a dugout or well without electricity. Visit kellensolar.com to find out more about your livestock operation.
That's right. They're doing quotes for cabins, houses right now. I was just talking to the Kellen Solar guys. 14 years ago, Arash, today, 14 years ago today, one of the greatest quotes, outbursts, slash chirps
I know what it is.
in the history of sports happened.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is why I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
I know everyone loves the who do you think you are, I am, but as I listened to it over the 14 years, that is why I did it. He also says in there, Pete Weber was is extremely high, or he had massive anger issues. But Arash, it's just an all-timer.
Pete needs to stop with Mark Kennedy to meet with Oscar and the to just once and for all bring this matter.
Pete, the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah,
man, it was
the ring host
so
for the
good.
Royal Rumble. Yeah,
that is why I did it. What? You kind of needed to if you wanted to win. I'm not following, and I think that's the great Gary Thorne doing play-by-play. He used to call NHL games on ESPN. I remember when I lived down there. He was one of my favorite play-by-play guys of all time. He played again.
Long-time baseball voice, the Baltimore Orioles, too.
Here it is, one more time. This never.
I love the dark glasses. Too, that
strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is why I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
Where did the glasses go? They're gone. Where did the glasses go?
In the Hall of Fame.
Okay, they're in the bowling hall of Fame.
I did it right was another one at the end. Man.
Was that the moment humanity went off the rails, or was it a different time?
We need more Pete in this world, if you're going to ask me, to be honest. That is someone they should bring in next year with you for the Royal dinner at the Royal Regina. Pete Weber.
Pete Weber. Bowling legend.
By the way,
Pete Weber.
I just stepped outside, and as soon as we brought up Pete Weber, there goes the fire department.
Yeah.
So there's a line there somewhere.
Yeah.
Your ride's here.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, boys.
Take care, Arash.
Arash Madani. Coast to Coast of the Arash Madani is brought to you by Brian Galdi, Smart Investing Solutions. The clutch performer within Arash Madani is brought to you by Kellen Solar in Lumsden, Saskatchewan. If you're thinking solar for your house maybe this year, they're quoting right now, especially when it's nice out. Kellen Solar, local company from Lumsden, Saskatchewan.
Hey, the clutch performers are Regina Pats, right?
Oh, yeah, it's yours.
Out of the playoffs, right? Out of the mix. And now back. They're in 7th spot. Got 4 up on...
not 8th.
No,
7th.
Got 4 up on Moose Jaw, who I watched them play there a couple weeks ago. They're playing like a great group. They're playing together and they're working hard. And I had a guy ask me, goes, why did they get up against Edmonton and then play defense? Why did they go to a 1-4 against Edmonton in their forecheck? Because Edmonton likes to carry the puck into the zone, and if they force them to chip it in or dump it in, Edmonton's offense is off the rails.
Very well put, sir.
Mr. Harriff's done a nice job coaching that group.
Oh, did he get crapped on too? Or now what he's done with this group?
Yeah.
He might if they want to get rid of him, he might have people lining to be like, "Did you see what this guy just did? Got them to 7th place."
Yeah.
They got 2 15-year-olds in the lineup. 15. It's illegal. It used to be illegal to play in the league.
And he's got 2 of them, and he plays them regularly.
First line, second line.
Yeah, you know what? Hats off to Bradley Harriff over there at the Pats. He's done a nice job with that club, and he's got those kids playing well.
It's exciting times.
It is.
And then even in Moose Jaw, too, as they battle it out.
They're in the mix.
Red Deer's in there for sure. They're in the mixer. Colson, you got one?
I got 2. Jaden King will make history at the Briar, being the first black skip to compete in the Briar. So,
where's he from?
He's representing Ontario.
Okay.
So
Jaden King.
Yeah, give him a shout out. And then got video for this one. High school Minnesota hockey with a trip to state on the line. And
did they play 3-on-3?
They did not.
I saw this. This is crazy.
So this is Adina against I can't.
Adina.
No, it's Adina. I looked up the pronunciation.
Oh, look at that goal.
Yeah. So
it rolled up over the net.
Yeah. Throwing the puck in.
Wow.
Just trying to get pucks in deep, right? Bounces off the back, rolls over the net. The same guy who shot it down comes, cleans up his mess. And it's Bodie O'Connell, who that's his first goal of the game. He ends up getting the hat trick. They win 3-1.
Look at the spin on that puck. That's if you missed it, you gotta have to watch the video feed.
Yeah, that's
later.
Love those unis. Love the big green shoulders.
The part that shocks me the most about this, so it made SportsCenter top 10 as number 2, not number 1, number 2, and I can't find for the life of me what number 1 was, but I don't know what would be better than that.
What was that? Like last night?
It was yesterday, so it was on today, and I've been trying to find the top 10, but I can't.
Huh.
Okay. That was good. Good.
Nice work.
Clutch performer for Cal and Solar. Let's go to break. It's a Sports Cage. We are back streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com, and we're on the home of Sports in Saskatchewan, 620 CKRM.
Winter in Saskatchewan tests everything, our patience, vehicles, and sometimes our bumpers. From icy parking lot dings to serious highway mishaps, choosing local matters. At Regina Motor Products Collision Center, we're Saskatchewan owned, run, and we drive these roads too. An SGI accredited full-service collision center working on all makes and models. Submit your SGI claim and book your appraisal. It's easy. When you need repairs you can trust, it's neighbors helping neighbors. Regina Motor Products Collision Center, south at Highways 1 and 6 Albert Street, rmpchevrolet.com.
What's going on in the markets? When is the right time to invest? What should you do with your money today? When Lindsay had questions, she talked to Brian Golly.
Living in very rural Saskatchewan, Brian makes it really easy to stay connected virtually, which is perfect for our busy young family.
Don't guess with your money this RRSP season.
I've actually recommended him to a few people just because he's trustworthy and he's very easy to work with.
Call Brian Golly at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream and keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Back to our regular spot, Pump Jacks Cathedral.
You know, I thought Pump Jacks was a kind of boot polish till last month.
What are you getting?
Kerwin's crispy ribs and a cold pint of local craft. Crispy, meaty, beautiful.
You had me a meaty.
Plus, we got live music on the weekends, big screens. This place is basically my second marriage.
And way cheaper than the first.
On the corner of Albert and 13th, Pump Jacks Cathedral Saloon and Steakhouse. Come early, stay late. The place where friends meet.
The Sportscage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. 27 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all your electrical needs. Visit croftelectric.com and on all socials.
Okay, before we get into the NASCAR report this week, talk about this pool that you guys are, because Curtis is in, Colson's in.
Yeah,
I'm not in.
Some of the sales teams in.
Some of the sales people here are in.
Okay, so the pool's pretty simple. Each week you pick, is it 5 or 6 drivers? 5 drivers.
You should know this.
You pick 5 drivers. You try to pick the 5 drivers who are going to get the most points, right? You put one guy in your garage, You have till the end of stage 2 in the race to move him up and take one of your drivers out. So if there's a crash, you've got a guy in your garage, you can move him up and take somebody out. You collect the points that they get in the race, and that's your point total for the week, and you go through the whole season like that. Just like the drivers are getting points, you're getting points.
Do you see my face?
Yeah,
that's me. That's me
blank.
with the two monkeys scratching their backs like Homer Simpson up top. Hey, you talked about the first black skip at the Briar. I found this the other day. It was pretty cool because it kind of takes you back. Eldon Pokey Reddick was the second black goalie in NHL history when he squared off against Grant Fear in his second game on October 12th, 1986. It marked the first time two black goalies went head-to-head in league history.
Nice.
We bring it up because...
Nice segue. Tyler Reddick, no relation to Pokey Reddick.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Redheaded white guy? I'm pretty sure. Tyler Reddick, can he go 3 for 3? Reddick has won the first 2 races of the year, Daytona and Atlanta. Quite an accomplishment for a driver that did not win a race last year. In fact, the 2311 race team, with Michael Jordan as one of the owners, is presently sitting 1-2 in the standings with Bubba Wallace sitting in second place. Bubba Wallace being the only black driver on the NASCAR circuit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Reddick not only won the race, but he led the most laps in Atlanta, so he was the leader start to finish in that. A great job by Tyler to win his second of the season. Other surprises this year is the emergence of some new drivers in the top 10. Although it's early in the year, Carson Hocevar sits at 4th and Zane Smith at 5th in the standings. Those could be called surprises. Disappointments early? The Joe Gibbs Racing Team. Hamlin and Bell sit 27th and 30th in the standings. And the other Gibbs, is it Tyler? Tyler Gibbs?
Barry's boy.
Could be. He's like 33rd. So the whole Joe Gibbs Racing Team is in the dumps. So they got to figure something out and get themselves back on track. This week, first road course of the season, we go to Circuit of the Americas in Texas. So when you go to the road course...
What part of Texas?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. For some reason, I'm thinking Austin, but don't quote me.
They do have a street race in Austin.
It's not a street. It's a road course on the track.
And I don't know. Waco.
It's not Waco.
Okay.
I know that. Can Tyler Reddick go 3 for 3? I doubt it. Teammate Bubba Wallace, can he take his first of the year? And if you're in your pools this week, like me, safe bets this week, Shane Van Ginsbergen, who won 4 all on road courses last year, and your buddy, AJ Allmendinger. They're the best on the road courses. Circuit of the Americas, Sunday.
Sharky.
Yes.
I got a question for you. So I'm going to put a video up here, and I'll explain it to the listeners. So there appears to be a back axle here.
Yes.
Just hanging out in the middle of a field.
Yeah. That's not good.
No.
No.
And we're zooming out here, and you'll see it's from one of the stock trucks.
Yes.
So do you know what happened here?
It fell off. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay.
I've seen that on the way to Waskesiu outside of Prince Albert.
Yeah, go north of the Waskesiu corner on your way to Larange, and you can see that as well.
Yeah. This is from the NASCAR's X page from today. So I'm guessing it happened this weekend.
Yeah, or that Circuit of the Americas based on the look of that track. So this is the maybe the qualifiers for the truck series. And some mechanic right now is going, how in the heck did that happen? And where are we going to put that?
And that looks expensive.
Yeah, the owner's not going to be happy.
They just had a meeting this morning about cutting budgets, and things aren't great.
The owner's not pleased.
Buddy loses his axle. Great.
Who didn't tie up that nut? Anyway,
NASCAR report is for Croft Electric.
Our good buddy Danny. Yep.
20 years in business all over southern Saskatchewan. We talked about it yesterday. They have the preferred program, but just if you need electrical work, and do it yourself, be like, what are those guys that they talk about on the Sportscage? That guy seems like a good guy.
Yep.
Croft Electric and his crew, they'll come out, and they're not going to hose you.
No, get one of those generators. Those Generac generators, that's the way to go.
One.
Yeah. Especially if you're rural, you need one of those. You never lose power.
Cabins.
Cabin, another great spot. You got power all the time.
Yeah.
Great move.
Croft Electric, follow them on all the socials. Okay, straight in to Sprinkle of the Day.
Oh, man.
For Sports Select, sportselect.com. NHL hockey is back.
How did you do on your Olympics?
Terrible.
Really?
Lost.
Everything?
Blouse. Shirt.
I did okay.
How?
Picked the MVP. I know it was a long shot picking Connor, but
yeah, no, I was heavy on the Canadians winning the gold medal, and looking back, Garth Brooks style, I was going, "What were you thinking?" But I was very confident.
I was confident too. I mean, they outplayed them big time in that game. They really did.
Far from cocky, far from Canada's the best hockey country. No, I'm not that. I just legitimately looked at that roster and then watched that first game. I hit it before, then I hit it again with lower odds after that first game against Czechia. Because I'm like, you can put everybody else on an all-star team, they ain't beating this team.
You know what?
Egg on my face.
There
Wrong.
was 50 of the best hockey players in the world on those two teams. Right? I mean, what a game.
That Gudis, man. You want that guy on your team.
Well,
Radko?
Or dead. One of the two.
What does he look like? He's one of those guys that I want to see what he looks like without a beard.
I don't know that he's... I think he's had that since he was 12.
He's a big dude. Okay, tonight, sportselect.com. You can go to sportselect.com. You can make picks online. It generates a QR code on your phone, so then you just go into the Lotto Spot retailer, like I said, mine Sherwood Co-op, boom, and you scan. You can play one of these games if you want, or you can parlay them. The two games I'm looking at tonight.
Montreal?
Since hockey's back. No.
Yeah. No?
Late games, because I like to watch the late games, have a soak. Watch the because then the kids, we got it picked up, you got skate, everything's ready to go, and then I settle down and I watch. Okay. Calgary Flames are in San Jose. Eric Francis will join us tomorrow from California.
You taking the Sharks?
I am loving the Sharks.
Yeah.
On this bet, the Sharks are paying $205, $360 tie. I'm not going tie here. I like, for some reason, the Sharks. Now, if we parlay it with the Edmonton Oilers in Los Angeles, think about the travel, the Cabo San Lucas, swollen. I know you've had a few skates, but it's been a rough go. Los Angeles is paying $220 at home. I like both home teams. San Jose and LA, if you parlay them both, your odds are $451.
What if you threw that 380 tie with Minnesota and Colorado in there?
No, you're just getting crazy.
Well, I'm just asking the question.
Now you're just getting crazy.
I like that tie. Minnesota, Colorado at 380. I like that.
Can we reconvene tomorrow at lunch? You see if that game goes into overtime, and then we'll see.
Ooh, look at that.
We'll play for a beer.
Okay.
Just you and I.
All right.
Who's closer, your tie or my home teams tonight? But if you want to hit them, like I said, $451. Whatever your wager is, it's all legal, 100% legal. Must be 18 plus to play. Generate the QR code. Go into the Lotto Spot retailer. Watch both games tonight. See how exciting it is. Bet on the original. Sports Select. Like I said, every bet is 100% legal when you're ready to bet. Get cash in hand and play with the original. I like those. I like this. $451. San Jose at home, Los Angeles at home.
I like what you get when you go to they pay you out cash.
Man.
I'd like the cash, please.
Paper.
Yeah.
Paper, cash, money.
I'm going to need cashola.
I think I have a future. I have a future bet on Sports Select somewhere from the Olympics for Canada to win gold.
Really?
Obviously, they get to pick my teeth with that now.
Yeah.
That's useless. I remember now doing that too.
Clean the rear camera on your car so that you can see in the mud.
It just got worse. It's been a week almost, and it's getting worse. Oh, well. Let's go to break here. It's a Sports Cage. We are streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream and keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
The Early Bird Spring Sale is on now at Extreme Hockey and Sport. The entire store is 15 to 25% off. Brands like Yeti, CCM, Bauer, all clothing and apparel. If it's in stock, it's on sale, and it must go to make room for new product. All purchases in February qualify for a custom Yeti summer package valued at $5,000. Locally owned, community-focused Extreme Hockey and Sport. 1425 McIntyre Street, conveniently located at the Cooperator Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Ever seen a cow in a toque or a sweater? You probably could. They're not fans of winter either. When it's freezing out, your herd still needs water. But good luck convincing them to trek half a mile through snowdrifts for a drink. That's where Keln Solar comes in. Their solar livestock watering systems let you drop a pump just about anywhere. No grid, no trenching, no drama. So let the cows stay cozy. You move the water. Keln Solar. They move water because your cows won't. Visit kelnsolar.com.
It's time for the Sports Ticker. The early bird spring sale is on now at Extreme Hockey. 15 to 25% off store-wide. 1425 McIntyre Street. Online at extremehockey.net and now open in Moose Jaw.
Some Rider news today. They signed a gentleman with some NFL experience. Goes by the name of Jerry Jacobs, 5'11", 203. He's a defensive back. I like this signing, Sharky.
I do too.
He signed with the Detroit Lions as an undrafted free agent in 2021, so he grinded. He grinded to get to the NFL. Then he appeared in 40 games, making 29 starts. He's got some experience there. Nice signing by the Riders, bringing him into camp. National Hockey League tonight, Canadian teams. Montreal, home to the Islanders. We got the Sens, home to Detroit. Toronto travels to Florida. Calgary, like we said, is in San Jose, and Edmonton's in Los Angeles. Saskatchewan Masters Curling Championship. 5 women's teams and 10 men's teams will compete. The Masters Provincials at the Tisdale Curling Club. The winning team will represent Saskatchewan at the 2026 Canadian Mix in Grand Prairie. You can find out all the winners tomorrow morning with Dave Thomas and Sportscage.com. Speaking of Sportscage.com, the poll today, do you think Benny Hebert's frustration with Swedish curler Oscar Eriksson is warranted? You can vote at Sportscage.com. It's for Extreme Hockey and Sport, home of the price match guarantee. Anything you need. They got the ball stuff rolling in. They even can dabble in some golf clubs. Extreme Hockey and Sport, Halifax Cooperator Center, now in Moose Jaw at the Temple Gardens Center. I just picked up a new skate sharpener yesterday.
Yeah, it went down, didn't it?
Went down. Got to ship it away. Might bring it back fixed. But the beauty part now, I got the new one, put the box in the living room, and said to the kids, you figure it out. You guys can set up iPads and video games and all that stuff. Yeah. You're not going to fool me. I'm out. So sure enough, about 11 o'clock last night, I heard bzzz. They got it working. It's all good. We're back. So yeah, Extreme Hockey and Sport, the Sports Ticker. Okay, we got to get some of these text messages because our internet was down. We're talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the inductees. We have, I think, at least 5 on Mariah Carey, 5 on Iron Maiden, a couple Phil Collins.
Okay.
They released it yesterday, the nominees for the 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Are we actually
taking a poll?
No, we're just having fun with it today. Surprisingly, no one of the Sports Cage listeners voting for the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah.
No votes for Sade. No votes for Shakira. We do have one for Shakira, and we know the gentleman. Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross probably going to get in. And New Edition. We went through New Edition. Belle Biv DeVoe, Bobby Brown. Yeah. You would know some of their tunes too, Sharky. Billy Idol. We've had a couple people. Billy Idol. But Mariah Carey, Phil Collins. And I guess there's been a few on Oasis. Yeah, Oasis, whatever. Thanks to Carl, Zoe, Trent, Curtis, Perry, Carl, and Percy for messaging in on that. Then we got, what else we got here? Brett wants to give us, sprinkle in a little tennis for extra juice. Brett, you gamble on tennis at Sports Select? Because I know you can do that at the Futures.
Really?
Under the Futures. If you're a tennis fan, you know your tennis, which I don't.
I don't either.
You can bet on the futures of tennis.
Sports Select doesn't have NASCAR either, do they?
Hey, you race car guys, gas just went up 10 cents a liter in the Queen City. Nice. Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I saw it $1.20 in Emerald Park.
Yeah, well, there was places $1.06 in Regina. Now a good deal's like $1.20. You know what? Anytime you want to look in the mirror and think about how smart we are as people and how much we know and how much, you know what? I got control on things. Then just remember how much we're pigeons because we fall for this whole gas thing, and we have no recourse.
No,
nothing. What are you gonna do? Pete Weber style.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
I did it.
You can do futures at Sports Select on NASCAR.
I just saw that.
Oh, for sure you can. I brought it up last year. Do you ever listen to anything I say?
No. Who are you?
Who do you think you are? I am. 14 years since Pete Weber had that quote. Okay, coming back, hour 3. Glenn Suter's probably listening. He's going to love to listen to a little Pete Weber. We'll talk some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Glenn Suter. Prairie Land Rentals text line 936-6262. We'll be back after the news.
Are you overwhelmed by debt and getting nonstop calls from creditors? It can feel like there's no escape. Debt doesn't have to be a life sentence. A single call can turn things around. My name is Jasmine Brown. I'm a licensed insolvency trustee at BDO right here in Regina. I can help you become debt-free with a solution just for you. Let's put an end to those calls from creditors together. Call 1-833-BDO-TALK or visit bdodebt.ca to discover your debt-free future.
Every successful season starts with a plan. You check the books, walk the yard, and talk through what worked and what didn't. Canada's Farm Show, Regina, Saskatchewan, presented by Bunge, is where those conversations turn into action. Meet the people, tools, and ideas that will take your season to the next level. From March 17th to 19th at Real District in Regina, discover new partnerships, innovative equipment, and opportunities you can't afford to miss. Canada's Farm Show, where big deals grow. Visit Canada's Farm Show, Regina, SK.ca today.
Manage your cash flow and ensure you have Co-op diesel when you need it most. Seeding is a busy time of year. You need to get the crops in the ground without delay. This spring, take advantage of Co-op's early delivery program to fill your tanks and keep your cash flowing. Purchase your Co-op diesel by April 30th. Don't pay until May 31st. With Co-op, you can get fuel now and pay later. Contact your local Co-op fuel team to book your delivery.
Bidding is now open for the timed online land auction for the Wagner family just north of Regina, Saskatchewan on Highway number 6. To view and register to bid, go to macauctioncompany.com. Up for auction are 3/4 sections of good registered organic farmland in the Orem of Lumsden, number 189. Thinking of selling your land? Call the Saskatchewan Land Auctioneers today. Saskatchewan raised and Saskatchewan owned. Bidding on the Wagner land ends this Monday, March 2nd at 10 a.m.
Hey, straight guy, I'm back.
Cal, where have you been? You've been out for hours.
Grab that full-size mirror over there and get in here.
Oh, mother of all that is holy, you look like a sheep that needs to be sheared.
Huh?
Like a prize show poodle gone very wrong.
I spent all day at the spa for this. It's February, straight guy.
What?
February. It's when I grow my hair out for months for a needy cause, then shave it off.
What are you raising money for?
For me. Looking to take a nice holiday somewhere. All expenses paid by generous donors.
In town, out of town, for the best for your pet, it's gotta be Cowtown. Toys and treats to healthy food options, and quality ingredients can lead to a nice shiny coat. Like Cow over there.
I heard that.
Cowtown Canada on Facebook.
I think I'll go somewhere nice, someplace I've never been.
Here's a brochure. You should go to this place. It's called Abattoir.
Ooh, French. Sounds fancy.
Proudly broadcasting from Treaty 4 territory, the homeland of the Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Saulteaux, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We are 620 CKRM Regina, a Harvard media station.
Good evening, I'm Tanner Wallace-Scribner from the SaskToday.ca newsroom with 620 CKRM News for Echo Sound in Fort Capel. Stay connected with a new cell phone from Echo Sound. Call 306-332-6711 and brought to you by the Capital Automotive Group. Capital's 100K giveaway is back. See capital100k.ca for more information. Regina has passed a new official community plan that's aimed at guiding growth over the next 25 years. City Council approved the updated plan unanimously, preparing of a population of 370,000 people by 2051. The plan outlines where new neighborhoods can grow, largely based on wastewater capacity. Some developers ask for more flexibility, while others raise concerns about delays. City leaders say infrastructure limits must be respected to manage costs and protect services. Officials note certain projects could move ahead sooner if developers help pay for upgrades. Council will review the plan again in 5 years as part of its renewal cycle. Court appearances have been made by 2 of 4 people who were charged in connection with a quadruple murder on the Carry the Kettle Nakota Nation. A 16-year-old boy and a 17-year-old boy were in Regina Provincial Court on Wednesday. The 16-year-old pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was remanded in custody for sentencing on April 24th, while the 17-year-old was remanded in custody to March 27th. It was last February the Foul Hills First Nations Police Service received a report of sudden deaths at a home on Carry the Kettle. They located 2 men and 2 women who had been shot to death. University of Saskatchewan agriculture students are once again pushing a large custom-built bed from Regina to Saskatoon to support Telemiracle 50. The bed push tradition began in 1982 and covers about 260 kilometers over 3 days. Students say the bed is heavy and awkward, but community support keeps them going. Drivers often stop to donate, and contributions can also be made online. Last year, the Ag Rose raised more than $98,000, with this year's goal being $100,000. And freezing for a reason. That was the reason as dozens of participants plunged into icy water in Regina in support of Special Olympics Saskatchewan. Held at Victoria Square Shopping Centre, the law enforcement torch run polar plunge raised more than $18,000. Organizers say every dollar helps athletes train, travel, and compete across Saskatchewan. Special Olympics Saskatchewan called the turnout incredible, noting the support of volunteers, sponsors, and first responders. Despite the bitter cold, participants say the cause made the jump worthwhile. That's 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sastoday.ca and 620CKRM.com.
Capital's 100K giveaway is back for 2026. The Capital Automotive Group is giving away $100,000 in cash and prizes with no strings attached. We're proud to be part of communities across Western Canada, and we know it's those communities that allow us to exist. So every once in a while, once a year to be exact, we're going to say thanks by giving away $100,000 in cash and prizes. To learn more and enter to win, check out capital100k.ca. Capital's 100K giveaway. Do not miss it.
Picture this. You sit down to watch TV and suddenly your screen freezes harder than a triple axle. If you're ready for a smoother routine, Echo Sound, your SaskTel authorized dealer, has a better idea. Max TV Stream. More streaming, less buffering. A performance that actually sticks the landing. And while you're at it, glide into fast SaskTel internet and cell phone packages that are balanced, reliable, and make sense for your household. Smart entertainment, smart connectivity. Echo Sound, your SaskTel authorized dealer in Fort Qu'Appelle. EchoSound.ca.
Brought to you by Next Gen Coatings. Spray coatings for truck bed liners, rocker panels, and more. Same company, new name. 1865 McCarra Street in Regina.
An approaching Arctic cold front will bring gusty winds, blowing snow, and falling temperatures, particularly during the day tomorrow. And the cold weather will stay with us into the weekend before temperatures moderate once again. We'll be back to above normal readings again by Sunday afternoon. A blowing snow advisory has been posted, partly cloudy with isolated snow showers or flurries tonight, -6. Southwest winds become northwesterly, increasing to 20 to 40 during the overnight. Chance of snowfall 40%. Partly sunny skies, colder on Friday. Temperatures fall to -16 tomorrow afternoon. Chance of precipitation 20%. Northwest winds at 20 to 40, gusting to 65, diminishing late. Partly cloudy Friday night, -21. Northwest winds at 10 to 20. Chance of precipitation near 0. Partly sunny with a few flurries Saturday, a high of -10. Winds light and variable. Sunday, lots of sunshine, -6. Partly sunny, much warmer, near 0 on Monday. With your 620 CKRM Precision Weather Forecast, I'm meteorologist Russ Murley.
For 40 years, the team from Linex Regina has been protecting vehicles across Saskatchewan, and we're changing with the times. 3 generations of our family have protected your vehicles. Our business has evolved, and we're not stopping now. The next generation is here. Same family, same commitment. Ready for the next generation of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards in all kinds of colors. Linex Regina, 1865 McCarra Street, the next generation of protective coatings.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sportscage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications. Trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back to the Sports Cage, hour number 3 on this Thursday. It is for the good folks at Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. When the gentleman to my left is here, Sharky, he's brought to you by Flooring Superstore. What can you say about the fine folks at Flooring Superstore?
Fantastic selection of product. Found exactly what I needed, brought it in for me, and great installers. So couldn't be more happy.
You tell me that you can fix my front steps, which I still might hit you up for this spring because I need those done. But you can't install your own flooring. I'm worried.
It's a hands and knees thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do it.
We still have...
It's going to cost you a lot of...
Beer?
Beer,
yeah. Yeah, that's okay. We have tickets to give away still. If you're thinking about going up to Saskatoon on Sunday, if you were like... Live Big Wreck and Econoline Crusher playing. That is right. In Saskatoon, if you want to make the trip, Throwing Copper album 1994. You would know these songs.
Yep.
Live.
Yep.
Selling the Drama. Yep. I Alone. Lightning Crashes. All Over You.
All good. All good stuff.
Bingo, bango. Awesome.
Get to Saskatoon.
Live is playing. We have 2 tickets to give away. We've been giving them away all show, but our internet crashed, so it was a little bit iffy on the text line there. 936-6262. Say, Colson, put me in the draw for the tickets.
Put me in the mix, Colson.
Put me in the mixer. I want to go see Live Big Wreck, Econoline Crush on Sunday, 936-6262.
Spread the love, Colson. Give me some love.
Yep. We were talking lots of sports today. We talked the Ben Hebert clip. We got a message from Sweden that we had to throw into the Google Translate. And that's a legit story.
Yeah.
So they're not happy with us, but whatever.
But they're listening.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. They're listening.
Love your IKEA stores.
Yeah.
The other thing
or I can get a coach.
We talked about before we got to play the clip again. It's been 14 years since one of the greatest clips,
rants,
chirps in sports history happened.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That's number 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
He did it right, Pete. Pete Weber, professional bowler, 14 years ago. Most of you, if you're in the sport and on social media, you've seen that clip, you've heard it. It never gets old.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
No.
Who is the lady with her? Is that his wife?
I would imagine.
Probably.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I don't know her personally, but I would imagine that's who she is.
What kind of relationship do you think they have? What does he
Unstable.
What does he talk about at home? If he's
throwing balls.
If he's got voles in the backyard or something wrong with the house or the plumbing, I could see Pete absolutely flipping out.
Oh, yeah. Losing it. Losing it.
That is why I did it.
Can't find those sunglasses.
I did it right. Yeah, those sunglasses, those are from the Flying J outside of Tallahassee. They were $9.
I can't imagine how bright it was in that bowling alley that you had to wear shades.
Do you see the people in... Because once you see that clip so many times, the people that are clapping in the background...
Yeah.
There's dudes in suits.
They took time out of their day.
You went to the professional bowling. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's intense and I'm sure it's awesome. Yep. And if they serve booze, everything, it'd be fun. And you can gamble on it. But what are you doing wearing a suit?
Your 2 requirements for a sporting event.
What, hey, we need these guys to fill these seats in the front row. Well, those guys over there in the suits have been going door to door selling the encyclopedias. It's just that part of it's weird. And we also talked about the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because we like to talk music. That's why we're giving away rock and roll tickets today.
Rock and roll tickets
on the Sports Cage.
Don't know who Wu-Tang is. I got to do some research.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang?
You've called them 4 or 5 different names. I love it. People are loving it. But yeah, they're up. Wu-Tang Clan's up to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fame. And would we figure 5 to 7 get in? Somebody messaged us too.
7. I had 7 were last year's inductees.
Phil Collins, slam dunk.
In.
Mariah Carey.
In.
Billy Idol.
In.
Iron Maiden.
In. That's 4.
Sade.
Don't know who that is.
Luther Vandross.
Should have already been in. 5.
Who am I missing? That Melissa Etheridge.
Fence.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Pink.
I would have thought she's close. Fence. So I got 5 and 2 fences. Who else you got in the mix?
Oasis.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How many albums do they got?
Coulson? I'm going to say 2, 3.
Oasis?
Yeah. The
Oasis.
Weird brother. Like, man, they just hate each other.
Albums.
I have a sister I don't like. I guess it's not that far.
I have family that doesn't like me. Well, they got a lot. They got like...
Okay, so...
They got like...
Are you on the fence with them?
They got way more than 12.
Shakira, just because? Or do you
Is there a dance section? If there's a dance section... Somebody sent me a Shakira video that said I should watch it.
I know. I saw them sending you that. Luther Vandross, I think for sure. New Edition. Not that they're our cup of tea, but I like Belba DeVoe. I like Bobby Brown. Probably should be in.
Okay.
Who am I missing? The Black Crowes. They're huge, but I've never been a big Black Crowes fan. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't go in. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that love them.
I enjoy the Black Crowes.
Give me one song that I would know.
She Talks to Angels.
Can you sing it?
I play it. I can play it. I don't sing.
So there's a number. You know who I want to talk about this?
Oasis had 7 studio albums and 8 consecutive UK #1 studio albums.
Settle down. Let's talk to Glenn.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Roughrider legend Glenn Suter on the Sports Cage.
I love these discussions, gentlemen.
I know. That's why I save it to when you're here and
when you're coming up. Yeah.
I'm sitting over here at the other side just listening to the debate and the discussion. And, if you lined up 10 people, all different ages, male, female, all the way across the board, you'd have 10 different lists of 4 or 5 bands that should go in there. That's the beauty in a lot of ways of music. And I've used music often when I'm at a restaurant and when I was playing in Saskatchewan and we had lost 3 in a row and someone walked across the restaurant and said, "You guys should be practicing right now. You guys are terrible. And I can't stand the CFL." And I would say, "Well, listen, what kind of music do you like?" And they would say rock and or heavy metal or something. And I'd say, "Look, I don't particularly like heavy metal, but why don't you sell me on your heavy metal band and maybe I'll check it out and we'll have that conversation rather than just walk across the room and say you don't like this. This is what music is." So Luther Vandross in for sure. Come on. I mean,
okay.
Luther Vandross changed dating. I mean, like...
I feel there's a story.
Like Barry White. Yeah, he changed it.
Like,
yeah.
Luther Vandross was hot when I was in Cayman. Like, come on. So
for sure.
That was a big time for you. That was a very big time.
Let's go. The Cayman Chronicles.
Phil Collins for sure. I mean, that
absolutely. He's in with Genesis. He's in with Genesis, but he should go in solo.
Yeah, for sure. And Mariah Carey changed Christmas.
Yeah,
I mean, even that one song alone.
Yeah,
puts her in. But here's a question: does anyone know what the criteria is for being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like sales or popularity? Like, what is the criteria?
Colson's got it.
We're asking the same thing about the NFL Hall of Fame, because apparently winning 7 Super Bowls does not get you in the Hall of Fame.
Arky, don't get me going, man.
All right. What do you got, Colson?
So 25 years after their first commercial record release is when you are eligible. Apparently, it is not exclusively restricted to rock music, is what I'm reading here. It is just nominees are selected by a committee based on musical excellence, impact, and influence, voted on by over 1,000 experts. There is a fan vote where fans can go online and vote, and that whoever the fans pick, they get one additional vote. And that is the gist of what I'm seeing. Apparently, there is some controversy as well over the committee, because not all of them are musicians, but where have we heard that before with Hall of Fames?
Oh, every one of them. Yeah. Every single one of them. What's the criteria?
Jeff, what are you talking about? You said that's pop music, basically. Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden's not pop.
Black Crowes. Are they pop?
Black Crowes is rock and roll.
In Excess. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Oasis. Rock and roll.
Rock, yeah.
Pink is borderline. Pink is so good live. So what? Who else are we talking about? Mariah, yeah. Wu-Tang definitely is in pop music. Shakira, popish, yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Idol. Nice day for a white.
I would think he'd have to go in. I mean,
You would think so.
No, Mariah Carey is going in. Like, Mariah Carey is going in.
Chops alone for Mariah Carey.
Doesn't she have an octave that no one else can hit, or you have to be like a dog to hear it or something?
In football, we talk about arm talent. And, with Mariah Carey, you talk about voice talent. I mean, just vocals.
In the 90s, there was a lot of talent. When Mariah came on the scene, Vision of Love. Love Takes Time.
You're quoting all your Mariah songs, aren't you?
Someday, I'm going off her top songs. Love Takes Time. I remember doing papers and listening to that on CKOM in Saskatchewan. There's Got to Be a Way. Really? That's number 5? And then, just the Christmas song.
The Christmas song alone.
Yeah, that puts her in. That puts her in for sure.
You say Luther Vandross, eh? For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Luther Vandross was, again, the sort of dating king. I mean, that was the music he put on, wasn't it? I mean, you're coming home after, I don't know, the 5th or 6th date. Barney, for you, is probably first date, just getting going there right away. And you put on a little Luther Vandross and, you hope that the mood is set right.
Or Wu-Tang. Or In the Air Tonight. Just get everything built up for when the drums hit.
Which, by the way, is still In the Air Tonight, which is still used on, I'm not sure which network, but for NFL football intros.
With the Chris Stapleton play.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris Stapleton sings it. Yeah.
Isn't that Monday night or Sunday night? It's one of the two.
It might be Monday night. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay. Give me here. I was just looking this up. Phil Collins solo songs.
Yes.
In the Air Tonight.
Yep.
Studio.
Yep.
Give me a couple more. There's a couple of real good ones still.
My goodness.
I had it here.
They're slower.
Studio. Who did he sing with on that one? Wasn't there someone other?
No. You're thinking of Philip Bailey and somebody else probably in that. Eddie Murphy had a good.
He had some hits from movies.
Yeah, I think this one was from a movie.
Yeah,
Against All Odds.
Yes, there you go. Yeah,
right.
And I sing this one all the time to myself. That's how weird I am. One More Night. Remember?
Yes.
Slow.
Yeah.
Good tune.
Yeah.
And Another Day in Paradise.
Another Day in Paradise. Yeah.
Oh, right.
He was on me home.
That was a Cayman song. That was definitely a Cayman song, Another Day in Paradise.
It was.
I can
see that.
He was on my bucket list to go, because Rod Stewart, Sting, checked off, all those guys. And I was like, man, I can't wait till Phil Collins does a residency in Vegas or something. And then, unfortunately, he definitely is. But did you hear? What? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bart.
No. This is another. You go.
Okay. Who was your first concert? Do you remember your very first concert?
Yes. like it's embarrassing. Nah, you know what? I don't get embarrassed. I don't care. My name is Barney.
Yeah.
First actual concert was at the Saskatoon exhibition. Jan and Dean.
Who's Jan and Dean?
They were like the Beach Boys ripoff.
Okay.
And then second was MC Hammer at Sask Place when it first opened up. Third, New Kids on the Block.
Okay, Glenn, are you ready for this? This is going to shock you. First concert my parents took me to, I want to say I was about 12 years old, Harry Belafonte.
Wow. That's
awesome.
You could have given me 100 guesses. I'm not picking Harry Belafonte.
Unbelievable.
The Velvet Fog. No, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else.
Who was that's Mel Torme.
That's Mel
from
Torme.
Seinfeld. The Velvet Fog. Who's yours, Glenn?
I'll never forget it. BTO. Bachman Turner Overdrive.
I've never seen them.
Awesome. It was just...
They play here all the time, don't they?
Yeah, a little Canadian angle in there too, as well with BTO. But first concert ever, and I thought this is outstanding. There was a big rock influence for me, and then it kind of went to Eagles, and then from Eagles to country. But there was a whole Motown section. That's why I'm big time in Luther Vandross's camp.
Okay, I'm going to take this even crazier. If there was just a Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, pick a band, like kind of a bar pub band that you'd throw in there automatically. Because I got two in my head.
Say that again?
Like a bar pub band. Like they toured, saw them regularly, didn't play big shows, right? Might play the fair.
Kim Mitchell?
The great one. Yeah.
Doing his rock and roll duty?
Yeah. But not what I had. Suits, what do you got?
Of all the country guys.
Don't go Trooper.
No, it's
not
not
Don't go
Trooper.
Harlequin.
No.
Don't go Streetheart.
No.
No, who is the Saskatchewan? I'm forgetting. I'm
Sheepdogs. Widemouth Mason. Northern Pikes.
They played it at the Telemiracle a bunch. And
Northern Pikes. Johnner Brothers. Widemouth Mason.
Brothers. The Joyner Brothers.
Johnner Brothers.
Johnner Brothers.
Johnner Brothers. Yeah, excellent.
Country. That's country. Country Western.
Right.
Here's two I'd throw in. Doug and the Slugs.
Oh.
Love the Slugs. Love the Slugs. Saw them twice this summer, rolling through. Awesome. And 5440. Still love to see 5440.
Well, you're getting up to bigger shows now too, Sharky. Like if we're going there, I would go Bryan Adams. He's got.
Well, that's a big concert. That's a stadium.
That's a big
an arena show.
Heaven. Little heaven. Speaking of
5440 just plays like they played the golf course here a couple years ago, right? Like they can play some small places.
Yeah. Man, somebody just messaged in their first concert. Kiss.
Wow.
That would be a show.
Animalized tour. So, Kate, if you guys ever talk to my wife and she's like, a present, did you hear what was finally announced? Metallica at the Sphere.
Oh, they are they?
Like, Metallica 1. I don't know if I can narrow it down to my favorite Metallica song, but 1 would be top 3. With how they do everything in the Sphere. Have you ever been to a Metallica concert when they play 1 and it's the soldiers marching?
Yep.
What they're going to do to that in the Sphere, I think. I just want, even if I can just go for that, pay my way into an usher, just let me go watch that song and get out of here.
One song I'm out.
And then I'll just stay.
Barney, you've been to the Sphere, right? You've been there.
No.
You have no. See, neither have I, and I've seen it promoted so many times, and it feels a little bit like you got to go once at least. I'd like to see a country act in there, maybe Kenny Chesney or something like that. I think he was there for a while.
Yeah, he's doing his residency again this year. They say it's a lot like the show lounge at North Battleford's casino. No, but Metallica, man, it's Sphere. Oh,
saw Metallica like 2 years ago.
Saskatoon?
No, Palm Springs. Metallica, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses.
Which one of the concerts? Which one of the concerts for you guys? One of the concerts for you guys where the singer and the band sound as closest to the record? So the one that when you see them live, because that's where I'd put Bryan Adams for me. Out of all the concerts I've seen, Bryan Adams sounded just like the record.
Eagles.
Yeah.
They are so
Glenn Fry.
Yeah,
they are so good nowadays with the technology and the auto tuning and everything they do. Like Def Leppard played Country Thunder this year. I've seen Def Leppard twice. There's no way they can still sing like that, but how the technology and how they bring it all, and it was awesome. And an outdoor venue with wind and everything is always hard. Man, I could go laundry list of all that. But one of the best performances. Here's my favorite band ever is
Wu-Tang.
Roxette.
Unfortunately, I will never see the original band play.
Okay.
Possibly my second favorite band ever. UB40. Like everyone knows Red Red Wine. Like I go deep in their catalog, and they played the Casino Regina. The original singer did. It was for me unreal. But you know who played Casino Regina Show Lounge, which is a great place to watch a show.
Yeah, great venue.
And blew everybody's socks off. One, I got to see Randy Travis before the stroke, and he played Casino Regina. Richard Marks.
Yeah, I remember that he came through. Yeah,
and it was just him and his piano. And every woman in that place was in the palm of his hand by the end of the night.
That's when you play some Luther Vandross, right about then.
Right then. You just throw a couple in.
Well, I'm putting Richard Marks right in that category.
Okay.
And then the other one last year was it was a hidden gem because he wasn't supposed to play the casino. He was playing arena shows, and there was a day off, and the Beach Boys were at the Brandt Center, and something else was going on at Connexus. So this guy was playing 10,000 people arena shows, and for some reason, he played the Casino Regina, and we were like, this must be a mistake. We bought tickets. We only got singles because it sold out like that. Scotty McCreery, the country singer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I'm telling, if anyone ever gets a chance to see that guy, and you even kind of like him,
you just got to know a couple songs, but
his voice,
he's good,
so good. We're 25 minutes in, we've just talked music.
Yeah, I met him backstage one time. Excellent, sounded like seemed like a really good guy.
Who?
Like a down to earth guy.
Met him,
Scotty McCreery. Yeah,
oh.
and Tim McGraw out at Country Thunder.
Yeah.
Saw him backstage. He talked about his football career in high school and how he was trying to figure out what avenue he would take. Should I go and continue to play football, or should I go into music? And I just kind of quickly said, I think you made the right decision.
It's February. Like, we don't need to talk. That's the other thing, too. Like, people are texting in here. They're enjoying this conversation. But I do want to ask you one thing about the CFL while we have you on here. I love the rule, and we talked about it earlier in the show when Arash was on, how the Elks and the Bombers are going to get 2 extra picks this year because of snaps played by Canadians. I know you're a big Canadian supporter. You would love that rule too. What can you tell us about this rule, Glenn? How it all works? How they, is it pretty simple? Like, how do they break down the criteria, I guess?
Yeah, I will find out more about just the sort of the list of criteria, except for that, the idea, it's kind of like the injured American that there's an American that can play so many plays. I'm not sure how they keep track of this in real time to see, but it's in our league for years. History will dictate that the more you can bring in depth and have great Canadian talent, the better your football team is by far. And in fact, when Don Matthews, the late Don Matthews, was winning games, whether he was in Toronto or wherever he was in Saskatchewan for a while, he would try to play with 2 or 3 Canadian starters beyond the ratio requirement. And the reason for that was to make sure he was covered in any areas when it came to an injury. So you could make a substitution. If you lost a Canadian, you didn't have to put a Canadian in that spot because you were playing with 2 or 3 more. You could put an American in there, and that would not put your ratio out of whack, but you also won't have a drop off if you don't have the depth you need in that position from the Canadian side. So he was always ahead of the curve on that. And that's why I love this rule. I'm not really sure. I'm like Arash. I'm not quite sure how they're monitoring all that and figuring that out. Just like I'm not sure how they can tell how many snaps the designated American is playing. I just don't know if there's someone actually counting him on the field or how they do that.
That guy can be better utilized in the video replay. I'm just saying that. There's better man hours used. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay.
Exactly. But I do love the rule, like you guys said. I mean, any way that we can showcase, and I don't even want to say develop, but because college football in Canada and in the U.S. and all the Canadians that are going down south to play college ball or up here in U Sports, the quality of athlete coming out of those programs are so much better every single year. They're just bigger, stronger, faster every year. The coaching is better. I mean, the U of S and the U of R are great examples of it. And because of that, these Canadian rules, ratios, whatever you want to call them, are crucial to showcase that in front of our home fans, all their family and friends, all the college people they played with. They're all going, they're all excited. This guy's made pros. So, it's any rule that would support that, I'm all for.
I think it's interesting that Don Matthews, somebody who I would not have put that on to play more Canadians, figured out a way to make his team better without trying to, rip something off. Or he was like, no, we put a Canadian. We play a Canadian at that spot. And you talk about depth, and I think that's so critical when we go through these rosters. You can have starting Canadians, but if you don't have American or Canadian backups, it puts you in a bit of a bind, and that's where he would have been ahead of the game on that.
Exactly. So if you let's say the ratio is 7, and he's starting 9. And then he loses the starting free safety Canadian. But the backup Canadian free safety isn't ready to play on defense yet. He's a special teamer at this point.
Yeah.
So he can turn around and put an American DB in there because he's playing with 2 extra Canadians as starters, so it doesn't affect his ratio overall, and he's not going to get fined at the end of the day. So and there's no drop off in play. But now that depth is so important. So you're bang on, Sharky, when you look at the draft and the draft preparation. Unfortunately, our draft isn't as sexy as any other draft in any sport. I mean, it just isn't. We're usually not drafting quarterbacks, although we have in the last couple of years with Nathan Rourke and guys like that. But it's a lot of O linemen, it's a lot of D linemen, not really sexy, but and hard to do a TV show around sometimes, but so important. Like, if you have 5 starters, or let's say 6 starters on the O-line, and 2 of them are Americans at the tackles, and you can say, I have 6 Canadians that can play and start on the O-line. You got your 3 starters, you got your 3 backups, you're solid there. If you can now do 2 receivers, 2 on defense, you're 1 or 2 over the limit. I mean, it doesn't matter if you lose a guy in the middle of the game, you're not going to see a drop off. So Don Matthews was ahead of the curve on that in a big way, and never apologized for it, or even like he would talk about it as if he's talking about the great quality of athlete that the Canadian kid is. And that's important too. There's coaches that you sit in meetings and the coaches will say, we're forced to play a Canadian.
I'm just waiting for Brendan Labatt to text me and tell you to be quiet. Yeah, because he thinks they're sexy. So
we got about 4 minutes left here, but I wanted to say tailgating. It sounds like it's coming to Saskatchewan. Welcome to 1986. But the government supposedly is going to let it happen. The Riders, I think, great, $50. That's cheap.
A game, yeah.
And people don't fathom. It's like when you have tailgate guy, Glenn, I want to get your take on some of the good tailgates, Canada, U.S. you've been to. But when you have tailgate guy and they put on the spread, they love to host. It's like, and then we'll go to the game and we'll stop by my buddy's tailgate. Yeah. And we'll go, before the game, we'll stop by my buddy's tailgate. It's going to be awesome. I just had a promo idea, Glenn, for this year.
Yeah.
We do a Sportscage meet Glenn Suter. People send it in, maybe a few games in, and then one of the games that you're in and you're in town, we bring you by, we get some pictures, we eat and drink,
At the tailgate.
And then we go and check out some of these tailgates, and then you can talk about it on the air.
Done. Count me in. My only concern there is that if I'm working the game, I have to leave the tailgate at some point, and that might be a tricky
Or it could
one.
be the best broadcast ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Bring Dusty.
It would be a race between Dusty and I to get there. But yeah, this is exciting. I mean, it really is exciting. It's taken way too long, but it's here and we're getting there. And other stadiums are talking about it now and trying to find their spots. But it's ideal in Saskatchewan. I mean, that whole huge parking lot and how they're going to break it down, I don't know yet. But I definitely will walk through it. Our cameras will walk through it. That's another aspect to this, to show the atmosphere on television of a football afternoon, is to walk the cameras in the pregame show through the tailgate and get those guys playing, with the bean bags and the beer pong,
cornhole, bean bags,
the cornhole championships and all that stuff.
Bare knuckle fighting,
throwing the Nerf ball around and all of those things. So that is sort of national exposure too, and. But, the times I spent down in Nashville when my son was down there, I would go to the tailgate and not go to the game. I mean, I'd go and pay to go to the tailgate and not necessarily go into the game. I just walk up and go to a pub and watch the game on TV, or a honky tonk in that case. But yeah, this is what we have to do. And the concern was always, if they're spending money out in the tailgate, they're bringing their own beer, their own barbecue, then they're not going to spend money in the stadium. If you've ever been around people in a pub or people having a few afternoon beverages, whether you're fishing or wherever you're going, you have a couple of beverages, you're not only eating more, but you're buying souvenirs, you're picking up another hat, you're getting a T-shirt that looks kind of like the one you already have, but there's a little different logo on it, so I'm getting that one too.
Impromptu purchases.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're going to drive in with their motorhomes or their bus and bring another 20 people with them. That's more tickets sold. Yeah.
Exactly.
And just think about it. Walking through, tailgate, beautiful July, August night, somebody playing Dug in the Slugs, honeymoon suite, throw some bags, have a beer. It's going to be beautiful.
Nice brisket sandwich. Can't wait.
I can't.
You in the Air Tonight by Phil Collins right now. Just bring it in right now. Just
yeah. Well, they're actually doing it by a lottery here. You had to apply for a tailgate.
Because there's only 500 spots, or no?
I don't think
it's not that many. $500.
Well, what does that tell you though about that's how
I can imagine the calls they've had, right?
Exactly.
Well, it's going to be an exclusive that you're going to want, and they'll expand it next year. But they got to work, because although it looks like a big area, that real campus is the fancy word we put on it. When you get something going on at the Brandt Center, and you got something going on at the Queensberry, and you got pickleball national championships or whatever else is going on, and then hockey, all of a sudden that area becomes really for parking. Yeah. Man, we spent a lot of time talking. It was fun. It was good. And people love it. Look at the messages. We got so many people. Like I said, they said you guys forgot about honeymoon suite. We got 3 Dug in the Slug stories. I have a great one for my buddy in Larange. Jerry Doucette, somebody said we missed. The Stampeders, we missed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody else is on board with me with Kim Mitchell.
Yeah, Kim Mitchell. No problem with Kim Mitchell.
I gets my vote too.
Go for soda.
Absolutely.
Go listen here. After we're done, go listen to Kim Mitchell. Go for soda. And
patio lanterns.
Text me when he says, "Broom ball makes me thirsty for love." That's your homework, Glenn.
Can I do the homework tomorrow? Because I was just about to yell, Elizabeth, Let's get a little Luther Vandross going.
You dog. I love it. All right, buddy. Have a good night. And good weekend. Run to the pharmacy, and we'll pick up with you on Tuesday.
Love it.
Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks, gentlemen.
Press coverage with Glenn Suter. That was good. Get a little Luther Vandross.
Throw it on Luther.
We got to go to break. That was awesome. Good segment. It's the Sports Cage. We're streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com.
Access is connected where it counts, in your community and in your home. And right now, we're making it more affordable for you to stay connected at the acreage, the cabin, or the farm. With Access Rural Internet for as low as $69.95 for 24 months. Plus, you can add Access Next TV Stream. And keep an eye on things with Access Rural Security. Stay connected, stay local. With fast, reliable, homegrown solutions from Access Communications. Visit myaccess.ca to sign up.
Bidding is now open for the timed online land auction for the Wagner family just north of Regina, Saskatchewan on Highway number 6. To view and register to bid, go to macauctioncompany.com. Up for auction are 3/4 sections of good registered organic farmland in the Orem of Lumsden, number 189. Thinking of selling your land? Call the Saskatchewan Land Auctioneers today. Saskatchewan raised and Saskatchewan owned. Bidding on the Wagner land ends this Monday, March 2nd at 10 a.m.
Winter's not done yet, but your home projects can be. Finish the season strong with Freeze Tallman. From updating interior doors and trim to boosting attic insulation that helps keep heating costs down, Freeze Tallman has what you need. Thinking about a home office or finally setting up that home gym? Now's the time. And when it's cold outside, staying warm means staying in, so Freeze Tallman delivers right to your door. Visit freezetallman.com. Freeze Tallman. Locally owned, family grown. Rooted in our community for 70 years.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
The days are shorter, it's colder out, you're heading home, and your stomach is making that sound like it's sucking up to your spine. How about a delicious Western pizza? Imagine it, a golden, crispy crust holding a mountain of melty cheese, savory pepperoni, fresh veggies, and that perfect drizzle of sauce. Every bite is warm and exactly what your cold, hungry self ordered. Western Pizza. Dine in or take out today, before your stomach starts making demands.
And get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
When you play Sports Select, you're part of more than the game. You're backing over 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups across Saskatchewan funded through Sask Lotteries. So go ahead, make your picks at sportselect.com, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Every play is 100% legal, and every ticket supports your community. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
Welcome back to Sports Cage. Connect with the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262.
Tomorrow on the show, going to talk about the Western Hockey League games, but also U18 AAA Midget Boys playoffs are starting on the weekend.
Yep. Patsy's got the contacts first round.
Regina Pat Canadians are the first seed. The Moose Jaw Warriors, who are damn good as well, are the second seed. So that fires up here in the weekend. We had the SJHL report earlier in the show with Benny Walchuk. It's brought to you by Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, GP Financial Services, and Avisa Wealth. There's only 10 games, 12 games left for a lot of teams there.
Yep. I think the Pats, had 11. Yeah.
No, I'm talking SJ. Sorry, SJ.
Sorry. Yeah. Well,
and,
same in the Western League, though.
Yeah, like Melfort and the heater that they're on, making things happen in the SJHL. The Nipawin Hawks, he said, they're an older team.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Nipawin out of the mix. They played well all year.
And they deserve it. Nipawin, they've had a tough few years. I want to see Nipawin have a good season.
Give a good run.
Then the WHL playoffs. And if you're not excited, I know a lot of people listening in that Brandon area too, Moosomin, right? Like Brandon's sitting in the 5 spot. They're guaranteed a playoff spot. They got a little X beside their name. The Saskatoon Blades make the playoffs again. They got an X.
And they're playing well.
Yeah, like I ran into assistant general manager Steve Hildebrand, who used to be the trainer of the Blades when we used to cover him back in the day. And I just said, you know what?
Long time ago.
There was a lot of years, a lot of lean, bad years for the Blades. And they would be like, oh, we just grind into the playoffs and then have to play Brandon and Jordan Tutu and Eric Fair and those guys, and then done. It was just so hard. But now they seem, even on a rebuild, they're making the playoffs. That's what you want to see.
Yep.
And then you look at 7, 8, and 9. The Regina Pats, the Moose Jaw Warriors, and the Red Deer Rebels. Absolute fight. We talked about the game last night.
Yeah.
They're down, and then the Pats come back.
And Prince George is no pushover. Like, they're one of the top teams in the West.
No.
Right? So, in Western Hockey League history, I know the Blades haven't won a championship.
They have not.
Who else has not won? Do we know that?
A WHL championship?
Yeah.
Prince Alberta has. Medicine Hat has. Edmonton has. Calgary has. Brandon has. Blades, sorry about your luck.
Kelowna has.
Moose Jaw
Kamloops
has. Red Deer has.
Vancouver
Lethbridge has. Swift Current are the Blades the only one.
Victoria.
Oh.
Tri-City? Tri-City and Victoria?
Tri-City was at...
Tri-City made it in 2009, 2010, but they lost by the looks of it. So they have not.
That's a really good question. WHL teams that have never won a WHL championship. Victoria?
Prince George.
PG. I would say Victoria. Obviously, Wenatchee's really new.
Penticton obviously new.
That's really... Are we looking... Anyone looking up?
I'm looking up right now. How can I...
But in the Eastern Conference, for sure, it's only the Saskatoon Blades. That's hard to believe.
It is, isn't it?
Gee.
They've been around a long time.
I feel even more sorry for them against Moose Jaw a couple of years ago. Like that wasn't even the WHL championship. They would have had to play Portland.
Yeah.
That was just the Eastern Conference final. Grind. Hopefully Les Lazaruk's not listening. He'd be like, seriously, you got to bring this up.
Yeah. How do I find this? Like, why was this not giving me this piece of information?
Regardless, as you look it up, you look at the streaks that teams are on. The Pats are one of the top teams in their past 10 games in the entire league. Now, obviously, it's hard to compete with Prince Albert and Medicine Hat, but the Pats are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Like you said, knocked off the Prince George Cougars last night at home. Prince George is a good hockey team. They're sitting third
really good.
in the Western Conference. Pats play tomorrow in Brandon against the Wheat Kings. Red Deer is home to the Edmonton Oil Kings. And let's look, Moose Jaw does not play tomorrow by the looks of things, but Moose Jaw is back at home Saturday. Tough one against Penticton.
Okay.
Yeah, Penticton's a good
club.
The
Blades are here against the Pats on Saturday.
Tri-City has never won one. Saskatoon has never won one.
Prince George
has never.
Penticton, obviously.
Prince George technically won one as the Victoria Cougars before moving to Prince George.
Okay, so that counts. Franchise
sure.
Cooper All's days.
And then Victoria Royals and their former Chilliwack Bruins have not won one. The Wenatchee Wild won one as the Kootenay Ice. Actually won two.
Oh, yeah.
And then, let's see, Lethbridge Hurricanes have won one. And in their other instances, and I guess you're just left with the Penticton V's and the new Chilliwack team.
I think Lethbridge has won a couple.
Lethbridge only has one on here.
I think they only got one.
WHL championships?
Yeah.
The one in the 90s, Memorial Cup, Chris Phillips, and those guys. And then didn't they just go a couple of years ago?
Lethbridge? Hang on.
They played
96, 97. Yeah. Kootenay Ice, Medicine, Kelowna.
Then who won it like a couple? I thought Lethbridge went. Maybe I'm off my rocker.
It goes Medicine Hat, Moose Jaw, Seattle, Edmonton are the last four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lethbridge Hurricane won the one in the 90s. Then before that, the Lethbridge Broncos, when the Swift Current Broncos went to Lethbridge for those few years, they did win one in like 84, by the looks of it, as well, for the Lethbridge Broncos.
When you think about some of these franchises how hard it is that have never won. And then you look at there's been a few runs. PA Wagon in the 80s, really good run. Medicine Hat had a run. Swift Current.
Kamloops.
For that little city, that little town.
Yeah.
What Swift Current's done with that junior franchise. And
wins.
The turmoil, 2 stints of turmoil, bus crash, 86.
And a coach.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then bad Graham James stories and everything that came out there. Yeah,
Kamloops is a team, though, that they've been in the mix just about every time, other than this year. But,
if somebody asked me, I think someone did ask me from the States, WHL franchises, what would you think most successful? Just on my years on this planet that I remember. The teams that I never feel, and there's a new one the last few years, I never feel Seattle's bad anymore.
No.
Seattle's always in the mixer.
Yep.
And mind you, they're 10th this year. But
Portland.
I look at Brendan.
Yep.
I look at Kamloops.
Yep.
I look at Red Deer. There's not a lot of years that those franchises have been awful. But maybe that's just...
How many championships do you think Kamloops has in their whole history?
What kind of championships?
WHL championships, including previous team names.
Well, they went on a run there in the early 90s. They beat the Blades in Game 7. There's another sore spot. I would say Kamloops has 4 WHL championships.
I'm going to say 5.
As the Kamloops Blazers, or Junior Oilers originally, they have 6 by the looks of it.
Wow.
Officially, they have 7 championships, but it might have been also previous.
Well, they've won Memorial Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even before that, they were the New Westminster Bruins.
Sure, they were.
They had 4 straight years winning there.
Yeah, because no one ever was scared to play them.
Before that, they were the Estevan Bruins, and they won one there.
Huh.
So
the original WHL champion, first year.
Flin-Flon?
Nope.
What year?
1966-67.
I got it in front of me, so I'm not going to answer.
Yeah, I know.
60.
Team is defunct, doesn't have any carryover history to anybody.
No.
There is a team that plays there now.
And they beat Regina in the final.
Oh, that would have been a rivalry game then.
Hey,
holy.
Moose Jaw Canucks?
Moose Jaw Canucks were the very first WHL champions.
Closed down the next year.
Then the Estevan Bruins. Then 2 years of the Flin-Flon Bombers.
Let's go to break. That's a lot to do.
You want to digest?
I love it. Trivia time. It's a Sportscage. We'll be right back.
When it comes to your financial future, do you know where you're headed or what happens when you retire? That's where Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, and the team at GP Financial Services and Oviso Wealth come in. They offer independent, local advice, smart client-focused planning for every stage of life. Visit gpfinancial.ca. Your family, your plan. With Chad Reach, 306-584-2755.
Mutual funds and other securities are offered through Aviso Wealth, a division of Aviso Financial Inc.
The auction calendar is stacked at Ritchie Brothers, and an exciting Regina unreserved auction is happening March 24th. Visit the Ritchie Brothers website or Regina location to view a wide variety of used equipment from top brand manufacturers. You won't want to miss this great opportunity. Head to rbauction.com/Regina to sign up and be ready for the auction. Again, that's rbauction.com/Regina.
10, that's 12-5.
Get it hot, get it fast. Western Pizza.
After shuttling the kids to hockey, dance, piano, and what was next? Sumo wrestling? The last thing you want to do is cook. Imagine this instead. Piping hot Western pizza loaded with cheese, melty toppings, and that perfect crispy crust ready to hit the table in minutes. No chopping, no stirring, no mess. Just a warm, delicious reward for surviving the day. Western Pizza. Dine in or take out today before your stomach demands its own carpool.
And get it hot, get it fast. Western Pizza.
Text CKRM 306-936-6262 for Prairie Land Rentals. Renting heaters, skid steers, and most power tools for all those winter jobs. And your official Husqvarna snow thrower dealer. Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street, where you deal with the owner. It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Steel Craft Doors Regina. Made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
Okay, Saskatchewan Roughriders signed an American defensive back today by the name of Jerry Jacobs, 5'11", 203 pounds. He played with the Detroit Lions, 40 games, making 29 starts. He was a free agent there. National Hockey League tonight, Saskatchewan teams. Montreal is home to the New York Islanders. Ottawa Senators welcome the Detroit Red Wings. Toronto's in Florida. Calgary at San Jose, and Edmonton is in Los Angeles. U18 AAA girls, 8 p.m. face-off. The Regina Rebels hosting the Saskatoon Stars. That's your sports ticker in Hour 3 for Steelcraft Doors Regina. Made in Western Canada for Western Canada. Steelcraft Doors if you need a garage door. That's basically it. Sharky, good show.
Thanks, man.
Do you have another trivia question quickly?
I do have another one.
Go.
First Western Hockey League team to win the Memorial Cup.
Regina Pats.
There you go. Nicely done.
That was tough.
That's for Pump Jacks. Yep.
Friday, tomorrow, Luke Mullender, Brennan Jones, third on Saskatchewan's team at the Briar. We're going to talk Pat C's and AAA playoffs with the play-by-play man of the Regina Pat Canadians, Farhan Lalji, and Eric Francis from California. We will talk to you tomorrow.
That garage door has seen better days. After a long winter, it's grinding, struggling, and barely getting you into spring. And right now, it's asking for a little TLC. Whether that's a professional tune-up or a full replacement, Busy Bee Doors knows that a working garage door isn't just about convenience. It's a part of being a good homeowner. So take care of it now with help from Busy Bee Doors. Call Busy Bee Doors. They can fix or replace any commercial or garage door. Busy Bee Doors, the garage door specialists.
You know, when you talk to folks who own a tri-haul self-unloading bale mover, you hear the same thing again and again.
Once you have one, you never want to be without one.